husband's 3-year-old godson. I'm really excited about it. Right, so $11.95 on those. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back with you on Wednesday afternoon. I've got the chance to do some designer inspiration shows, so I'm really quite excited. It'll be my last show with the Scottmeister. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. Continue to add to your order with the fabulous Sarah Elvin, and oh, you've got Ed, but oh no, he's lovely. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.
Good morning, it's a lovely morning on JewelleryMaker. It's a beautiful morning, it's a beautiful morning on beautiful JewelleryMaker. Oh, we all had a bit of a giggle before we went to air then. I think everyone was kind of a bit I'm Carol, by the way, I'm with you for 4 hours. So's Deb!
Hiya!
There she is. Hiya!
Hiya!
That was a good one.
Me!
Now, do you think it's unreasonable? I went to bed at 7 p.m. last night.
I think that's awesome.
That is terrible, isn't it? I think my husband and I had too much sun yesterday. That's not a euphemism. We'd had too much sun. It was all a bit much. So I've made this lovely dinner, bit of chicken, some mozzarella and pesto, wrapped in a bit of Parma ham with some broccoli, like a tomatoey sauce. We sat there eating it and I just said, do you know what, John? I can't actually finish this, I'm too tired. He said, so am I. He said, I'm so glad you said that. I said, I'm not hungry. He said, no, neither am I. So we put it in some Tupperware, took it to work for lunch today, and we went to bed at 7 o'clock. And I've had to eat, I had to eat my lunch for breakfast, so I had to eat the chicken for breakfast because I bought my lovely porridge in with some raspberries and some blueberries and, with milk and everything. Put the milk in, put it in the microwave, got it out, and it was all lumpy and curdled because the milk was off. So I had to throw all that away and eat my lunch for breakfast. I tell you what, it is a rock and roll lifestyle that I live. Life on the edge. Life on the edge. I thought I could risk it, eating my gone off porridge for lunch, but I don't feel like risking it. Didn't feel like risking it this morning. We've got some amazing bits coming up on today's show. Really, truly incredible bits. Check it out. Genuine Songea Sapphire. I don't think I've ever bought you Songea Sapphire on JewelleryMaker. This is very, very exciting. Extremely rare, all the way from Tunduru in Tanzania. This is one of the world's rarest varieties of sapphire. One of my favourites. Absolutely awesome. This is going to be coming your way on today's show, and you're not going to be able to believe the price point. The quality is absolutely exceptional. We've also got the mini macrame board, everyone. Woo! Woo! Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. We've also got T-pins coming up as part of our early bird special, actually. There they are. There they are. If you're into macrame, you will absolutely need these. In fact, didn't we have, I think, Mark Smith, who's actually with us today, doing one of his workshops, doing a chips and nuggets workshop today. There he is, sitting at the end of the table there. There is he did a workshop on Saturday, which I think was macrame, and they were using loads of these T-pins. These are you need these, don't you, Deb?
You do.
If you're going to be doing macrame.
Yeah, they're essential, really. If you're doing anything more complex than a simple square braid,
right?
Then you'll need pins. They just make life so much easier, and they're dead strong. So they're really tough. They're made for purpose. I've tried. Sorry, I was going to say I've tried using dressmaking pins and things like that before, but they just bend.
Okay.
They
Good
don't.
Call. I've been told we've got a nice big quantity of these T-pins coming up as well. And apparently Sarah Elvin's got a friendship bracelet DVD coming up in a couple of weeks' time, and apparently these are, you will absolutely need these, they're invaluable. You're going to be seeing some fantastic demos today with Deb. going through macrame. It is macrame, but it's very, very decorative macrame, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Deb's going to be showing us how to set a gemstone into a macrame piece. We've got some really, really beautiful kits that do kind of play to Deb's strengths. They're going to be coming up on today's show as well. Really, really awesome techniques. And we've also got really beautiful yellow gold, rose gold and silver plated copper spacer beads coming up on today's show as well. I think we've got about 100 in each tube. They're going to be coming up on today's show. Check them out. They're going to be absolutely incredible. 100 of these available, 100 of these, about 100 of these available. Absolutely amazing. That's just going to be incredible. Right. Should we start with the early bird special? We're going to start off with the mini macrame bird, as Dion said. Is that because the early bird board, bird board, bird board, board bird, bird board? I tell you what, my bird feeder is in such demand at the minute. I've got there's nothing left. There's nothing left. Honestly, I put some of those. You can get them from the pound shop. I bought the little they're called high energy pellets with mealworm. Sounds disgusting. Ooh. They're just like little white pellets that you buy, and you put them in your bird feeders. And I thought, oh, they might like these. Oh my word. There's like a queue of birds. Honestly, once one comes out, the other one goes in. I haven't got any left. There's nothing left in my bird feeder now. Nothing. Don't know what I'm going to put in there now. My dog sits there waiting, expectantly waiting for things, food. He's worked out that there's food in that box up there. Anyway, mini macrame board, everyone. This is an absolute essential. I remember before we had this in stock, I remember life before the macrame board. Do you remember life before the macrame board? Cass, do you remember life before the macrame board? Yeah. Do you remember what we used to use instead of these boards? Do you not remember? Clipboards and bulldog clips. It was very scientific, it was very technical. It was literally an old jewellery board that Mark used to use with bulldog clips. And it was quite cumbersome in the fact that you'd have to have a clip on top and a clip on the bottom. You certainly couldn't use the whole of the board. You could only use however wide the bulldog clip was. So say that kind of wide, that kind of width. And every time you wanted to put a thread in, you have to unclip it, get all the threads, clip it back on. You know, it was a real pain. When this arrived, and I think it was actually launched on the birthday show a couple of years ago, it really was the new era. It was the dawn of a new era for macrame. This is something which I think if you do macrame, you cannot do without. We do have a larger macrame board. This one though is perfect for kids. Perfect if you're going to be taking your macrame board on your travels with you. If you're going to be going on long car journeys. On the radio the other day I was listening to a family who texted in who were driving from Cornwall to Aberdeen. Oh. And I just thought, you poor people. I think they had kids in the car as well. How on earth are you going to get the kids, keep them occupied for what could be, a 7, 8, maybe longer, even more, like a 9 or 10 hour car journey. Yeah. With the mini macrame board, that's how. Yeah, absolutely. You may laugh. But quite seriously, this is an absolute essential. Now, Ollie's just made a good point. What about putting a DVD on for the kids whilst you're on your travels? Yes. What about our macrame DVD? So they can learn whilst they're in the car. Quite seriously, if you are into your macrame, this is an absolute essential. You are going to be getting your horizontal and lateral lines here, so you can work in a nice straight line. At the top of this board and along the sides of the board, you're going to be getting lots and lots and lots of little slits which you can put your cord into. In fact, Deb is using hers at the minute, but you're not using yours on the pattern side. You're using yours on a plain side. Yeah. Why is that, Deb?
My brain gets confused. If it's the same.
Will
with
it make your brain hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So. Yeah.
It's the same with the Kumahimo board, which has got all the numbers on and the writing on. I keep reading the writing and the numbers and not looking at what I'm doing. Okay. So I prefer this because then when I'm building up a pattern, I can see the pattern.
I think for certain designs, especially for some of the designs which Deb does, which are quite technical and very, very intricate, using the non-pattern side of the macrame board can be really, really fantastic for you. If you are just sort of starting off with your macrame, I would advise using the one with the pattern on the side. On the back of this bit of paper, please don't throw it away, because on the back of this bit of paper there are instructions on how to set up and how to use this macrame board. We're going to have to bring on the price. I've got tons of you there on the web, tons of you there on the phone lines. It's fantastic. £6.95p for your mini macrame board. Now, if you are brand new to JewelleryMaker and you may be thinking, do you know what? Is it all that? It is all that. We have got reviews from FIFO, which is a website you can actually leave your reviews on for any piece that you buy from JewelleryMaker. Susan from Suffolk says, I love these boards. I love these boards. That's it. Enough said. Beverly says, oh no, Teresa says, perfect for small projects and travel long. Travel long. Is that like taking along when you're traveling? I like that. That's like a new word, travel long. I like that. Valerie says, already have the large one, so may as well have the mini size also. Yeah, I think if you're going to be working on those smaller projects, if you're working on the smaller projects, and if you are going to be taking this on long car journeys, and if you want to get your kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews involved with this, then absolutely get the mini one. Anonymous from Wiltshire says, superb quality as expected. And it is a kind of tool which you're going to use again and again and again. Very happy, says Flora from Lanarkshire. You know, these are all people who've left reviews about this incredible mini macrame board. A great size board for all those occasions when it isn't practical to take the large board. A fab quality item. Thanks a lot for that, Carol from Paris, who left that review on FIFO as well. I reckon actually this will fit in the JewelleryMaker tote bag as well, because the larger one I doubt will. And not only that, but if you've got any of our, you know, that kind of portfolio folder that, you know, the JewelleryMaker portfolio folder that we have.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
I reckon it will fit in there as well.
Definitely.
It really is fantastic. So please do come in and get this one. Even if you've got the larger one, and even if you want to get 2 or 3 of these, you can multi-buy. You can get involved with JewelleryMaker in a couple of different ways. Either by giving us a call on our free phone number. It's free to call from a BT landline. Telephone number is 0800 644 655, or get involved on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. Okay, and you can get as many of these as you want. If you want to get 2 or 3 or 4 of these, if you're going to be running an after school club, my godson and his brother are just starting summer school. Seems to be what a lot of kids do, especially if your parents are working full time. You know, summer school seems to be one of those things. Loom bracelets and things like that, they're big at the minute, aren't they? And macrame is very, very similar to kind of making loom bracelets. You don't have to use any genuine gemstones. Once you've got one pattern, it's really, really easy to follow. There's a couple of examples there as well, what you can do with your macrame board. Now, Angela says, great, 2 more mini boards. I need them for individual things. Like wire work and cord and travel. Yep. You see, that's it. If you are going to be working on a few different projects at the same time, you'll find that you will need more than one of these. And they're really nice and lightweight as well. And another text. We've had so many reviews and texting about this already. Paula from Northamptonshire, just starting out, so it'll be perfect to try with. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Just the right kind of size for a bracelet as well. Lots of people multi-buying today. Now, Kerry, it's only 1 P&P, isn't it? For the entire day? Yeah. From 9 AM till 9 PM? Yeah. She's saying yes a lot. How much is that P&P? Is it £11? Is it £5 or is it £2.95? £2.95. Yeah. Yeah. £2.95 for the entire day. No matter how much you want to add on to your order, whether it's every single kit, every single strand, and this flask of water, it's still only £2.95. You don't want this. Put it through the dishwasher yesterday. It's gone all funny. Anyway, that to one side. You don't need to know about any of this, do you? You need to know about this though. £6.95 there for your mini macrame board. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Now, as we go throughout the show, we're going to have more and more people coming in for this, because you are going to be seeing some macrame techniques with Deb today. And there's going to be lots which is going to be useful for macrame and all of your knotting techniques, whether it's macrame, kumihimo, knitting, knotting.
Also for your wire though, because I use my larger board, and I've also used the smaller one as well for smaller projects. But if I'm doing a big wire work piece and I'm making up sections, I'll pin them onto the board where I want them to sit in the finished piece. So I lay it out on the flat and just pin things down so they don't move around. So I'd use the T-pins and the board to pin my metal sections into place and then join them all up.
So you're using it a bit like a mannequin as well?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a really interesting way of using it, actually. I hadn't have thought of that. That's really interesting. And I suppose because it's got that spongy kind of surface, you can do that. Not only that, but when you put your T-pins into this, it's a bit of a funny expression, but I think it's called a self-healing board, which sounds a bit kind of weird, but yeah, it does sound a bit strange, doesn't it? But when you take the pin out, it doesn't leave a big gaping hole in there because it's really, really compressed material that you're going to be using. You'll see what I mean. Now, mega early bird. Is that bird slightly larger than the early bird? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
The mega early bird. It's like the early bird's big bad brother. All right. The mega early bird. Now, mega early bird. Tell you, I'm feeling pressure from the team today. Now we've got. Just calm down in there. I tell you, everyone's had too much sun over the last few days. Have you been out in the sun at all, Deb?
No. I get hay fever and I burn really easily. Summer's not good, really. I love it.
That's no fun, is it?
No. So I'm dosed up with antihistamine and I just stay in making macrame pieces.
Apparently Sarah Elvin's got her own JewelleryMaker gazebo. I saw it on Facebook yesterday. Presenter Ed put a picture of it. It's amazing. It's amazing. No, I don't think Ed was there. Holly was like, what was Ed doing around her house?
It was a bit strange. I was thinking, why is Ed in...
I don't think he was in Twickenham at Sarah's house. Well, he might have been, I don't know.
You never know with that boy.
We could start a vicious rumour, couldn't we? Let's not. Let's not. Right, the mega early bird today. Just calm down, everyone. Calm down. No vicious rumours started here. Thank you. Really got off lightly with that. Right, so today's mega early bird. If you are into friendship bracelets, if you're into knitting, doing crochet, if you love working with either the flat or round kumihimo disc, if you love your macrame, if you love card making, if you're into really kind of any kind of medium that requires a thread of some sorts, this deal is for you. I don't want you to feel limited at all by this deal. I don't want you to feel limited at all by the fact you are on the details saying macrame cords, because what you're actually going to be getting here is so much more. Now, how about we offer you loads and loads and loads of satin cord. Now you're going to be getting 10 meters of this gorgeous creamy coloured satin cord, 10 meters in the burgundy and 10 meters in the orange. Deb, we can offer lots of different types and varieties of threads here at JewelleryMaker.
Yeah.
What is a specific thing which you enjoy? What is the specific thing you like about working with satin cord? What can satin cord offer you that maybe waxed cord can't offer you?
Well, it gives a richer, more indulgent look because it's got the sheen, and so you associate that with silk. And you know, it has that sort of silky softness about it that the other cords, the wax cord or the Eslon, has to some extent, the Eslon, but not to that level. So it's got a beautiful sheen to it.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And when you put it with your gemstones, especially the highly polished ones, it just works really nice within a piece.
It adds, as Deb said, it is a sumptuous feel that you get with your satin cord. I wondered if anybody can find any satin cord pieces, that would be really, really lovely. And I should have really prepared that before the show. But anyway, if we can have a look at some satin cord pieces, that would be lovely. It gives you a really sumptuous, silky feel, much, much more so than the wax cord, much, much more so than the hemp cord, much, much more so than even wire, which is very, very reflective. It's exactly what you would expect it to be, satiny smooth. We've also got a spool here of 10 meters of satin cord, which I remember when we first bought this to you, it sold out in seconds. Now, there is a craze around at the minute called loom bands. If you have children over the age of, I don't know, over the age of, I don't know, 4 or 5, or if you've got grandkids or nieces and nephews, then you will absolutely be aware what loom banding is. It's just something which has taken the country by storm. A friend of mine who babysits for my daughter sometimes helps out at a primary school. She's training to be a teacher, and when she came around the other day, her arm was just full of loom bands that the kids had made her. People go crazy over it. You can make the most beautiful designs. The kind of colours you can get in loom bands are these kind of colours. Now, do not adjust your television set. Believe it or not, this is all one cord. Look at this. It's satin cord.
Takes me back to the 1980s.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Do you know what? There was a craze around, I think, in the 80s called, was it Scooby-Doo bracelets?
Yeah.
And you made bracelets similar to loom bands with kind of psychedelic plastic cords. This is satin cord. Cassie's going to hate me for doing this. I really, really want to kind of unravel all of this because it's just gorgeous. One cord, but you're going to be getting this kind of dip dyed quality. So you're going to be getting purples, you're going to be getting pinks, you're going to be getting blues and greens and yellows back through to oranges, and I just absolutely, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Who is not going to love a collection of pieces made out of that? Now, you're going to be getting all this satin cord, so 10 meters, another 10 meters of satin cord, okay? So you've got 40 meters of satin cord there. You're then going to be getting, I've got some, this looks like, no, this isn't leatherette cord. This is waxed cord, red waxed cord. 10 meters of red waxed cord. Now, when you start knotting with this, it holds it holds that knot. It's absolutely fantastic to use, and it does have that waxy feel to it. Great for kumihimo, great for macrame, great for any kind of knotting technique. Now, the cord you can see on that picture there, that is using waxed cord. Okay. As well as getting all of these incredible threads, you are also going to be getting the macrame board. Now, is it this one here or is it the mini one? I do beg your pardon. So you don't get the macrame, but we've got these in the deal as well. Ooh! Ooh! I thought the T-pins were a separate deal. You've got the T-pins in this as well. Hang on, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What price did you say this was again? Are you serious? There's also some more cord here as well, which I don't actually have with me. It's a sparkly pink suedette cord. Can you see it on the end there? So you're getting another 5 meters of sparkly pink suedette cord as well. This is incredible. Oh my word. You're getting the T-pins with this as well. Okay, right, perfect. 35 T-pins. We're going to see, actually, in a second, we can see on the overhead camera in just a couple of seconds how Deb is using these T-pins. It helps to hold those pieces in place, doesn't it, Deb?
Yeah, it fixes at certain points of your macrame. So wherever the tension's pulling, you can put a pin. And if you're turning a corner in your knotting, you can pop a pin there so it doesn't come out of where you want it to be. It stays in shape. So if I wanted to bring cords down here at a right angle to here, I just pin in here.
Oh my word!
And then you can knot down, and the cords then stay. So.
Oh, they're so useful then. That's absolutely fantastic. Can you see how Deb's using them there? These are absolutely invaluable. Why didn't we have these when we first started doing macrame? I've got no idea. You've got your T-pins here, 35 T-pins. As Deb says, she's tried to use dressmaking pins before, but they just bend. These are really, really, really seriously strong. Right, we're going to have to bring the price on the screen. I've just seen the amount of people who are coming through on the web and the phone lines for this. Honestly, I thought that these were a separate deal. I just saw macrame board. So you're going to be getting the pins, 35 pins, plus I've got all the cord that you're going to be getting here as well. This is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so all of your cord here, including the multicolour satin cord right here, okay, and 35 macrame T-pins as well. This is your price today. Now, that is incredible, isn't it? I don't know if you've actually done any research, but if you go to your local craft shop and try and get this kind of amount of satin cord, suede cord, plus the T-pins, and these T-pins, every single time we bought them to you on air, they have pretty much always sold out. This is absolutely incredible. They're invaluable. I don't know why we haven't been able to bring you these T-pins right from the beginning when we first bought you the very, very first piece of macrame all those years ago. That is absolutely awesome though. And every single time, Dion's saying that every single time that she's bought you T-pins on JewelleryMaker, they have sold out. They've absolutely 100% sold out. Look at this, look at this. Look at this, look how many people are coming in for this. It's absolutely wonderful. Honestly, I was so slow on the uptake there, I'm so sorry. All I saw was macrame board and I thought, well, that's gonna be a great deal, but we just played the macrame board. No, the T-pins. I told you I had too much sun yesterday. Maybe I've had too much sleep as well, that's it. You go to sleep at 7 o'clock in the evening, you're just gonna have too much sleep.
No.
I fell asleep at about 7:15. Then I woke up at about 8:20 because the next door neighbours were having a barbecue and I thought, how rude having a barbecue. Then I thought, no actually, it's 8 o'clock in the evening, that's the kind of time I normally have dinner. So it's not rude at all. I'm just an idiot. Glasses on. I had dinner early. Yeah, weren't you listening to my story earlier on, Ollie? Oh, do you have dinner earlier on a Sunday? Yeah, we tend to. Ollie's now accusing me of being touchy. I've had too much sleep. So, Susanna from Merseyside just bought a cord stasher. Guess what I'm doing for the rest of the week with the kids? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Isn't that fantastic? So, just because we're having a few people texting in about the price of this bundle, the T-pins come as part of this deal. You're getting everything here as part of this deal. You're not getting the T-pins separately and it's $12.95 for the T-pins on their own. No, 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 no. The T-pins are part of this deal. So you're going to be getting all of this cord and the 35 T-pins for £12.95p. This is just incredible. Well done. Paula from Northamptonshire. Carol, I love Mondays. My husband Liam thinks you're so funny. We watch you to the end without him wanting to turn off the telly. Wow, there you go. There you go. He must have a very high pain threshold. Oh, fantastic. Hi, Carol. I took my mini board and some cord findings on holiday earlier this year and ended up giving a masterclass to each evening to other hotel guests who saw me working on it. So I had orders. Do you know what?
That's fab.
That is good forward thinking. Did you charge them? Hopefully, I bet you said, buy me a glass of wine and I'll give you a free masterclass. I'll do anything for a glass of wine.
You shouldn't broadcast that.
Calm down, Deb.
You get in trouble.
I know, yeah, sorry, yes. Not anything. You know what I mean. Carol says, do anything for a piece of cheese on toast. I made some cheese on toast last week, ran out of Worcestershire sauce. I almost had a heart attack. I was like, but it won't be the same. It won't be the same.
Could you still eat it, or did you have to?
Of course I ate it. Of course I ate it. Sheena says, question. Carol, Mark Smith did something amazing with the Mark Smith did something amazing with the rainbow cord the other week. Whatever Mark Smith does in his own time with the rainbow cord is his own. Oi! They've just heard. They're all leaving his workshop. You leave that out. You leave your rainbow cord at home, Mark Smith. He's like, well, I tried.
Oh dear.
It's been on the headlines. JewelleryMaker guest designer reveals his amazing trick with rainbow cord and enters a workshop in record time. And then look, there's one lady who stayed. Cassie's making a brew in the corner. Come back! Come back! I promise I'll put it away. We are going to get taken off air.
Goodness.
No, I'm going to get taken off air. I'm going to have some kind of restraining order. I'm going to have a restraining order. Honestly. Got people texting in today saying how naughty we are. Sheena's saying how naughty we are today. Yeah. It's all Deb, it's not me. Yeah, it's you. It's you.
You always blame me.
We've still got 67 genuine challenges available. If you want to add this onto your order, just to clarify, you're going to be getting all that cord and 35 T-pins and that gorgeous rainbow cord as well. Oh dear, I'm never going to look at rainbow cord in the same light. Please do give us a call. There, if you do want to multi-buy, please go for it. People from all over the country are getting involved. I'm really, really pleased for you. Well done. This is gonna, you know, when you see some of the techniques we've got coming up today, it's going to cause this bundle and of course the macrame board to sell out. So please do make it yours now before it's too late. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. We've got some amazing gemstones to go with this as well. Speaking of amazing gemstones, we here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we specialise in gemstones, don't we, Cassie? Mm-hmm. We do. Mm-hmm. Here's a bit of information about the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Oh, still having a bit of giggle about that. Holding the rainbow cord, here it is. It's good stuff though, this. It really is good stuff. I wonder how they do it. I love it, don't you, Deb?
It's fantastic. It's you look at it and you think, oh, that's a bit bright. But when you start actually knotting it up,
yeah, the
colours all sort of merge visually. You get, it's quite fantastic the way it works.
This would look great with some kind of white faceted quartz or something like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd
colourless
get the colours all
gemstones
coming through, wouldn't you?
Maybe that, you know, just a white colourless gemstone. Maybe actually we've got some Moonstone coming up on today's show. Boom! Ah, look at that. Gorgeous white moonstone coming up on the show today. We've also got some drops of white moonstone as well. They go really well. Or black gemstones maybe. Fantastic. Right. Oh, challenge Deb. Challenge Deb. Right, so. Cass has taken that already. She's so efficient. Mm-hmm. Right, challenge Deb. There's a challenge. So, we entrusted the choosing of the challenge to Deb this morning, and there was a little squeal of delight when you were looking over here.
Yep.
This is an absolutely gorgeous challenge, isn't it?
It is. It's incredible. I love it. Took me about 2 seconds, didn't it?
It did. You can choose your challenge, Deb. Okay. Over here. Woo! I'm going to go for that. Honestly, that's how it happened. Will you sit still? These gemstones keep falling off it. Just stay where you are. It's not your time yet. Talking to gemstones. First sign of madness, that is.
The second is when they answer back.
Oh, don't. Yeah, that's true, actually. Oh, I know, yeah. So, we've got Amazonite. Amazonite. This is lovely. Beautiful Amazonite pairs, 10 by 8 millimeters in diameter. Really, really fantastic. An amazing gemstone. Tends to come from places like Brazil. You have this gorgeous quality gem. It's entirely natural. The variance in colour you get here is just out of this world. It's a fairly opaque gemstone. It's like an opaque variety of aquamarine. It's really, really beautiful. Gorgeous colours, beautiful blues and greens going through here. Absolutely lovely, lovely, lovely. You've also got more Amazonite here. These are 12mm plain rounds. I want you to look at these and look at the markings on these. They're absolutely incredible, aren't they? Really, really beautiful plain rounds here. Can you see the kind of markings you're going to be getting here? Almost like it's almost like looking at turquoise coloured marble, isn't it? Actually, do you know what it reminds me of? If you were watching the show on Saturday morning with myself and Linda, and we had that strand of natural turquoise, which was from, I think it might have been from Iran or somewhere like that, I can't remember.
Oh,
and
yes.
It was, do you remember that strand of turquoise?
Yeah, I saw that,
and it was this kind of tone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the matrix wasn't black or grey,
No,
it was gold.
Yeah, it was a real yellow ochre sort of colour.
That's exactly what this looks like, actually. I mean, it is Amazonite.
Yeah,
it's not turquoise. Let me, you know, I'm not trying to say this is turquoise at all, but it just really reminds me of that strand that we had on Saturday. Really, really stunning, and it's incredible. Just how different this gemstone can be. It's absolutely beautiful. Really, really lovely. Now, I'm almost certain that the reason why Deb chose this challenge was because of its colour, was because of its gorgeous opaque quality, but also these 3 carved Amazonite flowers. Look at these, aren't they stunning? These are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Just gorgeous. You're getting that beautiful kind of rosette finish almost. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see that carved quality? Just delightful, isn't it? Absolutely delightful. This gorgeous carved quality. Now, each one of these gemstones has got a little hole in the centre. Can you see that? How are you going to set these? It's going to be really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're going to be getting another 2 here. This one fantastic for a pendant. You're going to be getting the 2 which are slightly smaller. Great in earrings, great as a ring perhaps. Aren't they just delicious? Now, I can't recall seeing anything like this on JewelleryMaker before. Every so often we get really unusual sizes or really unusual shapes or really unusual qualities of gemstones. I don't think I've seen kind of, these are almost like water lily shaped gemstones, aren't they? I can't wait to see what Deb does with these. All 3, well, say all 2, the 2 strands you're going to be getting here, and all 3 of these gorgeous carved flowers are all part of one challenge. We're going to bring you the price now because I've already got a lot of you coming through. A lot of you adding this to your basket on our website without checking your basket out. $12.95 for your 2 strands and for your 3 pendants or 3 rings or 3 bracelet centres. They're absolutely gorgeous tones and qualities coming through here. And you know what, I think because of gemstones like Larimar and turquoise, and even some of your dyed howlites and your dyed magnesites, I think sometimes Amazonite gets a little bit ignored, and I think that's totally wrong, because what you're looking at is a natural quality, absolutely stunning. Do get this, and if you're looking for something which looks a lot like some of those rarer varieties of turquoise, but you want to be able to get a really, really fantastic price point as well as a fantastic carat weight, go for it. It's really beautiful for summer. I think it would look great with silver and gold. I personally would probably set this with rose gold. I think rose gold is the way that I would take this. Deb, what are your ideas for this? Why did you choose a specific challenge?
Well, it was the colour. It just, the second I saw it, that was it. I fell in love with the colour. Yeah. And the flowers, the carved flowers, were at the bottom of the box.
So
I didn't see them to start with.
That's nice.
So I picked up the strands to have a look, and they were just sitting there in the bottom of the box.
Yeah,
so,
they are gorgeous.
But so they didn't really influence me, but once I'd seen them, that was it. I fell in love with them.
What kind of design ideas do you have using these carved flowers?
Well, I've just got
because they've all got little holes in the centre.
Yeah. So I was thinking I'll use them with some S-long cord.
Oh, nice.
Because the hole's quite a reasonable size. Yeah, probably get 2 or 3 cords through that.
Ooh,
so I'll have a look at ways that I can set it.
Are there any particular findings, any particular metals which you think would go with this? I mean, I'm saying rose gold. Do you think rose gold or yellow gold or silver or antique bronze? What do you think will go with it?
I think all of them would work really nicely.
They will, wouldn't they?
Yeah, all of them.
It's going to be interesting to see what you do with these.
I'm using some purple S-long cord.
Yeah, purple and turquoise goes really well together, doesn't it?
It looks gorgeous.
And do you know, we've got a number of you who are multi-buying this as well. I've also got quite a few names which I don't recognise on the screens as well, which I'm really, really pleased about, because over the last few weeks we've had tons and tons and tons of new customers watching JewelleryMaker. That number is only going to go up over the next few weeks as we have summer holidays. People maybe take a bit of time off, they have a bit more time on their hands during the day to watch JewelleryMaker, and it's fantastic. If you are brand new to JewelleryMaker today and you do open your order today, you get a number of things free with your first order, including your JewelleryMaker free Get Started with JewelleryMaker free tutorial DVD. It's an hour-long DVD. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of tutorials on this DVD, which will give you the confidence to start making your own pieces of genuine gemstone jewellery. You've also got fantastic tutorials which are easy to follow as well. They really are easy to follow. You've also got a Get Started with JewelleryMaker booklet, which is free, with lots and lots and lots of, how many? Oh, really? We've already, the last deal that we just bought you, we've had 3 new customers just from that deal already. Okay, so it just shows you, we do have dozens and dozens of new people watching each day, and a lot of you do open your orders for the first time. This Gets Started with JewelleryMaker booklet, which is free with your first order. There are lots of tutorials across this booklet as well. There's information on our threading materials. There's Paula Bennett, head of channel there. You also get Started, this is the JM Hub magazine, which you get, it's a monthly magazine, which is fantastic. Make the most of our YouTube channel, where all of our live shows get recorded. Make use of our Facebook page, where there are over 22,000 people who like our Facebook page. Make the most of our website, which is JewelleryMaker.com. There are loads of tutorials on there as well. And you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. And you're only paying £2.95p per order. It's a free phone number from a BT landline. I can't think of a reason not to start your order today. 14 left of this incredible deal. 2 strands of Amazonite and your 3 Amazonite carved flowers as well. Lots of you multi-buying today, which I'm really, really pleased to see. Now, do add this to your order. We're going to catch up with Deb a bit later on the show and see some jewellery that she's made from this gorgeous challenge bundle. It is gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful. Right, brand new kit, everyone. Okay. This kit has been put together as a bit of a PR kit, if I'm being honest. Bit of a PR kit. The gemstones which we've got in this kit are gemstones which are very, very precious to us here at JewelleryMaker, and undoubtedly very, very precious to you when you get them home. There are certain gemstones which I think across the board are very, very popular. Amethyst is a gemstone which I think a lot of people have heard of. Maybe your mother or your grandma or your uncle or your grandpa owned pieces of jewellery which featured amethyst. It's a gem which has been set into jewellery for many, many hundreds and thousands of years. Same goes for gemstones like garnet. Then of course you've got your big 4 or your big 5, ruby, emerald, sapphire, diamonds and tanzanite. There is another gemstone that I'm thinking of as well, which holds a lot of emotional value for people. So maybe it's something which you remember your grandma wearing or you remember your mother wearing, and that is pearls. Pearls seems to strike a chord with everybody who works with it or wears it. I was lucky enough on my wedding day to wear a pearl bracelet which I made from a strand of pearls that my grandma had, and I absolutely love them. My mum wears pearls all the time. I've got lovely pearl earrings which I wear occasionally. Yeah, Ollie just said in my Who's Directing today, he said, and what about the valuations as well? That's just what I was coming to. We had a Wall of Fame entry from a lady last week called Chloe from Derby. I can't even remember my own name sometimes, but I remember this lady, Chloe from Derby. I'm just, I just have a superpower for remembering random facts. Chloe from Derbyshire, who got a bundle of pearls from JewelleryMaker and made a pearl necklace, pearl bracelet and pair of pearl earrings from this one bundle. Can't remember how much the bundle was. The set of jewellery that she had made so the earrings, the necklace and the bracelet set was valued independently at £230. It's pretty incredible, isn't it? And she didn't pay £230 for the pearls that she got from JewelleryMaker. I'm not saying that when you make pieces of jewellery out of pearls or garnet or diamonds or even the Songea Sapphire that we've got today, that it's going to be valued at hundreds and hundreds of pounds, but more often than not, when people have their jewellery valued, they are pleasantly surprised. More than pleasantly surprised, they're amazed. Okay, this kit is a bit of a PR kit because this shows you what we can bring you here on JewelleryMaker. There's also a bit of a sting in the tail with this one as well, because here at JewelleryMaker we're very proud of the quality of pearl we can bring you. Check this strand out. Beautiful peacock coloured pearls. These are what I would call button pearls, or even, I don't know, button pearls, potato pearls? Kind of in between, aren't they? They're really, really pretty, aren't they? They are described as potato pearls here. They're 6 by 5 millimetres in diameter, so a slight oval quality you're going to be getting here. Really, really lovely size, lovely shape, lovely orient, blemish-free nacre. Honestly, when you get some pearls which are substandard, they can look pretty rubbishy, quite kind of pitted with lots of bumps and kind of crevices. And with some gems, with some pearls, Keishi pearls, blister pearls, and sometimes some of the Baroque pearls that you can get, you actually want that quality. With potato pearls, you want a nice smooth finish, which is exactly what we've got here. So the quality is up there already. We then are able to bring you even larger potato pearls like this strand here, beautiful baby pink potato pearls. These pearls are 7 to 8 millimetres in diameter, so absolutely gorgeous. We've then got a strand of Baroque pearls. These are even bigger. Baroque pearls tend to have one kind of flat side and a slightly rounded edge going across the other pearl, which is exactly what you're getting here. These are getting towards very, very large pearls indeed. These are 9 to 10 millimetre pearls here. They're very, very large indeed. Paula and Hannah, who are our buying team here at JewelleryMaker, have just come back from Hong Kong. They went on a big spending spree. over, big spending spree over in Hong Kong to get gemstones in readiness for Christmas this year and for the early part of next year. They could get hold of pearls. The quality of pearls they wanted to get hold of was exactly the same as the quality we've got here. Unfortunately, for quality pearls like this, we are now having to pay, with some of these exceptional strands, double the price that we have paid in the past. Okay, so when it comes to the end of this year, beginning of next year, a kit like this with 3 strands of pearls, you're not going to be seeing the kind of price point that you're going to be seeing today. Okay, let me just make you aware of that, and I'm just giving you enough warning. So there you go. In late 2013, it was reported the price for some varieties of freshly harvested pearls had increased by a massive 40%. I mean, that is a huge, huge increase, isn't it? It's a huge increase. We can bring you the same kind of quality pearls that we've been bringing you for years and years and years, but unfortunately for those particular quality pearls, the price points have gone up. Full stop. Even for someone with our buying power, even for JewelleryMaker, who's got a huge buying power now because of you. With this kit, you're also going to be getting a threading pack with monofilament beading thread and elastic, and you're also going to be getting 2 lots of Eslon cord. This is very, very satiny, very, very smooth. These are both 0.4mm in gauge. You're going to be getting 70 meters of the teal and 70 meters in the magenta. That is an awful lot of Eslon cord here, 70 meters in each. And we're also offering you 115 yellow gold plated copper findings with this kit as well, which work beautifully. There they all are, 115 findings in total, which are more findings than you're ever going to need to make pieces of jewellery from this one kit. You're going to have tons left over to use with any of the gemstones we've got coming up today. Now, the price you are going to get this kit for today, if we were playing this kit in December or in January or in February or in March next year, there is no way on earth we would be able to bring you this kit for the price we're bringing it for you today. Today, this is exceptional. And for anyone out there who's considering trying JewelleryMaker for the first time, this kit is for you. Something with real inherent quality, real inherent value. This is your price today. Stunning. £24.95 for everything. Now, thinking back to what Chloe from Derbyshire had that incredible pearl set that she made valued at, check out your price for the kit. Check out your price for the kit. £24.95 for 3 strands of impeccable quality pearls, 115 findings, and Eslon cord as well. Now, all of a sudden, as soon as we brought that price on screen, I had a bunch of you coming through on the web, a bunch of you coming through on the phone lines, coming to add this kit to your basket. Because are you used to seeing prices for pearls, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, which are much, much, much higher? Even for one piece of pearl jewellery, be it a bracelet or a necklace, you know, could be up to triple figures. Today, the entire kit is yours for under £25. How amazing is that?
It's incredible because the pearls are absolutely beautiful.
The quality is beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Have you ever seen those kind of substandard pearls which have got like a real bumpy quality to them and the dye isn't properly attached to the gem?
Collects in, patchy and nasty.
Not like these.
Nope.
These are gorgeous. These are absolutely gorgeous. And you know what? Ever since we bought that price on of £24.95, your names are just going off the screen now. It's quite incredible. Even after all this time on JewelleryMaker, every time I see a piece of pearl jewellery, I just think about how much I would pay for it, how much it would be valued at. Kerry's gone straight to this piece here. It is. Well, actually, you said before the show today this is one of your favourite pieces of jewellery that you've ever made.
Yeah, I absolutely love that piece.
It's stunning, Deb.
And it really, the pearls are incredible, and the colour of the Eslon. I think these are new colours that have come in because we were waiting for them to put them into kits. So I think they're all new colours today. And it just works so well.
It is stunning, isn't it? This is quite an intricate piece of pearl jewellery, as I'm sure you can appreciate, something which will take a little bit of practice. We're actually going to see a technique featuring this piece in just a few seconds. Sally from Worcestershire says, OMG, that pearl and blue macrame piece is unbelievable! I know, Sally, it is incredible. But it doesn't have to be complicated, because look at this pair of pearl earrings here, and this pearl necklace. This is simple. Simple, simple, simple jewellery. This pair of pearl earrings, what would you sell those for in a craft store? Genuine freshwater culture pearls, and they're big. They're 10 by 9 millimetres in diameter. £15, maybe even more. Maybe even more. Beautiful pearl necklace here, which is just simply stranded on. It doesn't have to be complicated. Classic. Very classic indeed. Yeah. I happen to love this pearl necklace here, which is just using one pearl and a load of chain. I really love that. So a load of chain, which of course is included in the findings pack that you get from as part of this kit, and just one pearl. It's lovely, isn't it? It doesn't have to be complicated. Again, just a little collection of pearls at the bottom here. Such beautiful, simple jewellery that even if you're a beginner to jewellery making, you can do this. You can have a go with this. Yeah. It's a great kit if you're a starter, if you're a beginner, because quite often it can be quite daunting. But if you're working with a gemstone, you feel comfortable with a gemstone that you've seen before. Stunning. These are gorgeous, aren't they? They are. Let's go back to this necklace here because it is stunning. Now you must have used the T-pins for this piece.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I only used probably about 5 or 6 at a time. Okay. Because I moved them round as I worked.
You definitely need them.
But yeah, I couldn't have done it without. So
without the T-pins.
I just worked around the necklace and then up both the sides.
Stunning, isn't it?
Moving the pins as I go.
Deb, we've had a text from Sheena which says, got the kit, taking the advice to stock up on the pearls. Good. No. Does the cord actually go through the pearls? What was that? No. Oh, no. Yes, it does. No. Does the cord go through the pearls? No, it doesn't. That's what we're going to handle right now, isn't it, Deb?
So when I was speaking to Pip about the kit, even
kit about the Pip.
Honestly, yeah.
I know what you mean.
We were talking about what threads and what gemstones to put together, and wanted to do some macrame that had pearls, and obviously the hole in a pearl is so fine that you can't actually get the cords through.
You can get monofilament through, but you can't get the S-line cord through because it's that little bit too thick.
So what I've done in this is all the pearls are attached using a monofilament thread, and it works its way all the way through and around the design. So there's 2 pieces of monofilament going through. You can't see it from the back or the front.
You can't. It's monofilament is effectively an invisible thread. You know, you don't want to be able to see the monofilament. You can't.
It would catch the light if I had pieces sort of shooting across and between.
Yes.
So you have to work it into your knotting.
Okay.
But it is quite simple. So
yes. Why don't you show us your technique?
Show you that.
Lovely to see.
Okay. I've shown before how to attach your cords initially. So if I hold that up, then Kerry can zoom in on it. So we've got one thread running across, and that's just an anchor thread at the moment. If I whip that pin out. And then using lark's head knot in effect, put a cord that's folded over, doubled up, underneath your cord, and then partially loop your ends through the loop and pull tight. So that's how I started, and then this is all the Cavendoli stitch working down. So that's all I've used throughout the entire piece, apart from the basic square knot. Okay. Okay. So to attach your pearls when you're working, I've taken a piece of monofilament and make sure it's a really long length, because it's easier if you just work with one length all the way through. Okay, so what I did was stretched it across the work.
Did you plan this design, or was it all kind of organic?
I knew the effect that I wanted.
Yeah.
But I didn't plan it down to each and every knot.
Oh, looks like
while you're zooming there,
under the sea. I love it.
It does. It is very sort of seaweedy. That there, here, just under the pearl there, is where I started the necklace from. Okay. So that is the thread that's going across the board at the top.
Okay. Yeah.
And then once you've worked down a bit, you can then undo the thread that is your anchor thread on your board, and then basically work up.
Yes.
So I then worked up from that point there.
Brilliant. Okay.
Okay. So we've got some stitches here, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But I put the monofilament across the top.
Oh,
here.
Yes, okay.
I've
only just seen that. Okay.
So I've got it there and there.
Yeah, okay.
Running all the way across. So I'm going to have to pin that. Just pop a pin in there.
And is that to anchor it?
Just to hold it, because I've got a thread. One of the threads is coming across.
Okay.
So we've got a lot of working threads, in effect, lazy strands coming down. Okay. So what I need to do is, what I did actually that makes it a whole lot easier.
The deal for your T-pins and all the satin cord, basically the mega early bird, that deal is at the bottom of your screen now for $12.95, which features the 35 T-pins, which you will need to do this design.
I put a bead stopper on my monofilament so that as I was working, my pearls didn't drop off.
Yeah, perfect.
Because otherwise you forget. Okay, so if I want to attach a pearl, I've worked knots across here. I push a pearl in alongside my thread, okay, and then take in the next cord along, lazy cord in effect. You tie a knot like that, so it's half hitches. Oh, I will need one there, because you can see as I'm applying tension to this cord to get my knot tight, it's moving. So I'll pop a pin. Those
pins are amazingly useful, aren't they?
And it's not going to move now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can apply some pressure. So this cord goes over the top of my working cord, under and through the loop that I've made, and it pulls up tight to the next one.
That's just a knot, isn't it?
It's not just a knot. So do that again, over the top and through the loop, slide it along.
Lovely.
Okay. And that's then trapped that pearl in place. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So now what I want to do, I can either work more rows across, or I can take this back across, which is what I'm going to do.
And start to bring the design back round.
Start to bring it back round.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so if I pin here, just
I bet you can come up with some really funky designs if you just do it organically.
Yeah, you can. It sort of just
I see
grows.
what you're doing. That's awesome.
And then come back. Now I'm still holding the monofilament along with the work.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So just working these across. The only thing you need to remember is your tension. You need to try and keep nice and even. And don't over tighten. Yeah. And then the thread that I'm holding in my left hand here directs where the lines go. So
so how many lazy strands do you do? Do you tie, or do you just do it as many as you like?
You just tie as many as you like. So I could decide that at this point I actually just want to go back and not work these in and do a little section running down this side here. And then rejoin everything together.
Yeah, lovely.
So you can decide as you go along and judge it by eye. So it is quite an organic process that just grows. So that is how I've worked the entire necklace. Now, if I just show you quickly, if we've got time, how I went round the pearls.
See, that's gorgeous. You can see it growing in front of you. That's amazing.
Hold that up for Kerry.
Thanks, Deb. Isn't that lovely?
So there's all our threads coming down.
Betty from Swansea's texts in, cool tip for working with monofilament. Colour the very tip with a dark felt tip pen, and then you won't go boss-eyed trying to thread on the bead. That's a good tip. Thanks for that. Susie says, morning everyone, I'm not a micro macrame fan, but that necklace is beautiful, lace-like. You may have got me into it. Do you know what, Deb?
Give it a go. It's brilliant. I love it.
And it's a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. So it is quite lace-like, and you can build bigger holes into it if you want to.
Absolutely.
And work it, you know. And what you can do is take one of these cords because that's what I did at this section here, is I took one of these cords away and added in some more. So then you've got knots going in different directions.
Oh wow.
So, but that's too complex really to show you all of that at the minute. It's not complex because it's using the same knot.
I think
it takes a lot of time.
I think it would be lovely to see a designer inspiration show doing something like that, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be incredible? For everyone who's kind of at home and thinking, right, I really want to replicate this design that Deb's created today, but I couldn't keep up with everything that Deb was saying. Don't worry, go to our YouTube channel. All of our shows are put onto our YouTube channel. You can watch them, including today's show, and you can watch that demo, and you can pause it, fast forward it, rewind it at your own leisure. So you can go to so you can go to our YouTube channel and do that. That's just stunning, isn't it? Isn't that fantastic? Thank you so much for that, Deb.
Pleasure.
I could watch that all day. Isn't that incredible? 28 chances remaining, which I have to say, that is wonderful. So many of you have come through and made that yours today. There's still 28 chances left, so if you do want to add that to your order for those 3 strands of pearls, for all of that Eslon cord, and for 115 findings and your threading pack, that's incredible. Well done. Stunning. Thanks for that, Deb. That was lovely. Gorgeous. Right, let's go and see some of your designs on today's Wall of Fame. Hi, number 93, lovely entry here using some memory wire from Janice in Cambridgeshire. Hi all at JewelleryMaker, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Simply made with shell pearls and eye pins strung onto 1 1/4 mil gauge silver wire. Oh, I thought it was a memory wire piece. It's not. 1 1/4 mil gauge wire to make a choker style necklace. Can you source small tumbling machines for those of us who collect small rocks and pebbles, etc., and would like to tumble and polish them? I think Hannah mentioned it once, but it was a long time ago. I hope you all have a great day, Janice. Do you know what, Janice? I've heard Hannah mention that a couple of times as well. No, I have. Holly's saying, really? Yeah, I have. Honestly, I've heard Hannah mention that a couple of times. I reckon we need to get her on it. Yeah, I'm gonna badger her today.
Number 94 is from Abby Baxter, who says, sorry for the rubbish picture.
That's not a rubbish picture.
No, I know.
It's a good picture.
But here is a set I made recently for a customer using antique bronze 0.8mm wire and some gorgeous agate, all from JewelleryMaker. I liked the beads so much I bought some more strands as well as some labradorite, which is beautiful. Abby.
Isn't that lovely? Gorgeous pieces there, lovely. Number 91, this is really summery with some sari silk. Gorgeous, from Joe. Hi everybody, into mixed media pieces this week. I used your sari silk, bronze wire and polymer clay along with a few pieces from my stash. More demos, please. Right. This is from Joe. Do you know, we're actually going to see a demo a little bit later on with the sari threads. So sit tight, Joe. We're going to be showing you some more sari threads on today's show. That's really lovely, gorgeous.
Number 95 is from Eileen in Cheshire. She says, good morning all at JM. Hope you're all enjoying this sunny weather. I don't like the heat, so I am practicing my snow dance. That's good.
That is. Yeah. Snow dance. Maybe you should do that because you don't like the sun.
No, it burns. Well, I like it, but it burns. And
yeah, what about so maybe you could do a snow dance.
I made a rain god pendant in polymer clay and it rained the next day. So
maybe make a polymer clay pendant to encourage the snow, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Please find attached this week's Wall of Fame entry, a wirework necklace made with copper wire and clear quartz, all from JM. My entry last week was shown on air on Sunday. A circlet hairpiece that I'd made for the daughter of a colleague for her prom. Oh. I sent her the link to the show on YouTube and she was so excited to see herself on TV. Oh, I remember it. I think I was on. Yeah. Especially because of the lovely complimentary things that Jenny said about her. Oh. So thank you. Good luck to everyone in this week's draw on Wednesday.
Thank you. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Number 92, gorgeous scale mail pieces. Perfect for autumn, this piece. They look like autumn leaves. From Amanda in Oldbury. Hi all, please find attached my Wall of Fame entry. I watched Cherry Green make the Peacock Passion necklace. Oh, that was gorgeous, using scale mail, and I thought I would have a play with scales as I bought them over a year ago. It took less than an hour for me to become hooked. My second scale project is attached. I've used small red, orange and gold scales with red and gold jump rings, and the clasp is also from JewelleryMaker. I'm totally hooked, and I'm waiting for my purchase of small scales in purple and brown and pink and green and black. I went a bit mad, but hopefully they will keep me occupied for a while. Best wishes, Amanda. Amanda, that is absolutely gorgeous. I love the colour combo there. That's stunning. You're really going to enjoy wearing that.
Fire, doesn't it?
It does. A fire goddess.
Fire.
That's you, Amanda.
Yeah.
Fire. Fantastic. Right. We've got the most amazing strand of genuine Songea Sapphire coming up. It's one of the rarest locations of this incredible gem in the world, one of the best quality locations of this gem in the entire world. It's coming up in just a few seconds.
Hi Jewellery Makers, if you're a Freeview viewer, you can now continue to watch the show live by switching over to channel 64. Our brand new 24-hour channel is available to the majority of homes in the UK, so grab your remote now to make sure you don't miss a thing.
If you love classic jewellery, then why not come and join guest designer Gemma Crow on our vintage workshop. Gemma will guide you through various beading and wirework techniques which will inspire you to create timeless designs from a bygone era. The full course includes a selection of wire, a selection of findings and charms, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $69.95. Have a blast from the past and take home some amazing designs. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
When shopping with JewelleryMaker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have two delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Join the incredibly talented guest designer Alison Tarry in her very first wire sculpture DVD. In this edition, you will learn all the skills needed to create fabulous scrollwork designs, including a decorative bell, wire booties and an ornamental box. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
If you're new to JewelleryMaker, simply contact our call centre and we'll send you a tutorial DVD and Get Started booklet, all free of charge. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Do you know something? If you, there are certain gemstones where if you were to walk into a jeweller's and you were to say, I'd like a valuation please on my emerald ring, you would have a very different reaction than if you were to walk into that jeweller's and you were to say, I'd like a valuation on my Colombian emerald ring please. Location, for certain gemstones, there are certain locations which are head and shoulders above other gemstone locations. Think of probably the most famous one I can think of is I completely forgot it. Salon sapphires, thank you. Salon sapphire. Sapphire that comes from Salon. The most famous what I think of is zone out, zone out, zone out. Salon sapphire, or a Salon sapphire, or cashmere sapphire. Those are locations of where these particular sapphires are from. Salon sapphire, famed for its depth of colour, its vibrancy of colour. It's really quite incredible then that today I've got probably the premium location for fancy sapphire. Fancy sapphire is basically any sapphire which isn't blue. Blue sapphire is known as sapphire. Any other colour of sapphire is known as fancy sapphire. This is Songea Sapphire. You may not have heard of Songea Sapphire before. You may have heard of Songea Ruby. Songea Ruby is some of the most highly revered ruby in the world. Songea Ruby should look like garnet almost. It's very, very rich in colour. The clarity should be absolutely superb as well. Songea Sapphire is a relatively new discovery. It's only really been mined in that one location for a few decades. Not only that, but when you think of mining on a kind of like a mass level, when we're thinking of the Minas Gerais region of Brazil, where there are huge, great big mines, big corporation mines, this is very different to how Songea Sapphire and Songea Ruby tends to be mined. It's very small, artisanal mines, very, very ancient techniques, small groups of miners. As the demand for sapphire goes up, unfortunately, the pockets and the amount of sapphire that is discovered, certainly in places like Kanchanaburi in Thailand, is actually going down. The amount of sapphire that is found year on year on year in places like Thailand and Kanchanaburi in those mines is worryingly low. What's so special about Songea Sapphire? Well, Songea is an area in Tanzania, not too far from Tunduru, which is famed for Tunduru colour change sapphire, which is one of the world's rarest varieties of sapphire. Very, very rare. It's got this incredible colour change phenomenon, and Tunduru is just around the corner from where this gemstone is mined. Songea Sapphire is valued and loved for its vibrancy of colour, which there are other locations which can give you great vibrancy of colour, but there's something else. Can you think what it might be by looking at this strand? Can you think what it might be? Vibrancy of colour and its incredible amount of inner sparkle and clarity. There is really no other location in the world that can offer you sapphire with this level of colour and this level of clarity. As far as those two really vital ingredients are concerned, Songea Sapphire is believed to be head and shoulders above the rest. Now, can you see that sparkle, that inner brilliance? These almost look like zircons, I think. They almost look like red zircons, green zircons, because of their inner brilliance, because of the amount of sparkle you're getting here. This simply is not the kind of sparkle I would associate with certainly the price point we're going to offer you this strand for today, but also some of the locations of sapphire. You're not going to get this kind of clarity. Songea Sapphire, some of the rarest quality in the world, one of those rare occasions where you get huge amounts of colour and huge amounts of clarity as well. Now you'll notice in the centre of the strand you are going to be getting some rubies in there as well. Just at the centre you're going to be getting maybe half a dozen or so rubies, which is lovely because ruby is a red variety of sapphire. Okay, so you are going to be getting ruby as well as your sapphire. I have seen in the past price points for Songea ruby. I've sold Songea rubies a few times on our sister channels on Gems TV. The price points, the difference in price between Songea ruby and say, I don't know, other African ruby or maybe Madagascan ruby can be massive, purely because of the location and of course the quality that you're going to be getting. Which leads me to the price of this. Knowing that this is Songea ruby, the price point that I personally, as a gem lover, as somebody who works with gemstones every day, looking at this quality, looking at this colour, the price point I would put on this today, knowing what I know about JewelleryMaker, the price I would put on this today would be around about £60, and I don't think that is overpriced at all. I don't think it's. I think it's the kind of price where, with a limited quantity strand like this, I'm pretty confident that these would all go at £60. The price we're actually going to bring this to you today is extraordinary. There is no way I would ever think that Songea Ruby, one of the world's premium locations, many experts believe this to be the premium location for sapphire, there is no way I would ever think we would be able to go this low. But today it's yours. £24.95. Songea Sapphire. Songea Sapphire. And do you know something? Even before we brought you the price on screen, we had a couple of people multi-buying this strand, which shows you, when you see Songea Sapphire, you've got to make the most of it. When you see Songea Sapphire, you've got to pick up the phone and just make the most of it, because it's not very often I get the chance to bring you Songea Sapphire. It is absolutely incredible. Most of the sapphire that we bring you here on JewelleryMaker is either going to be from India, or it can be from places like Thailand as well. Some of our Kanchanaburi sapphire is some of the best in the world. It's absolutely beautiful. But bringing you Songea Sapphire, that is absolutely out of this world, isn't it? The colour intensity and the clarity, that's what you should be looking for. That's what you should expect to get. And we haven't rifled through all of the Songea Sapphire strands that we have available for you today and picked out the best one. We've just picked a strand of Songea Sapphire. You know, this really is indicative of the kind of quality you can expect to get in your parcel. £24.95 for such a true rarity. Linda from Hertfordshire is coming to get 5 strands of these. It doesn't surprise me at all. When you see Songea Sapphire, the clue being Songea, when you see Songea Sapphire, you know you have to get it. You know this is a genuine rarity. This is a rarity which, I tell you something, to get hold of Songea Sapphire, genuine Songea Sapphire, is very, very, very tricky indeed. Clarity, colour, that's what you should be getting. That's what you are getting. You're going to love it. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? Well done. Now, you are going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee. And do me a favour, if you do make this into jewellery and you want to get it independently valued, see if you get a different reaction from a jeweller or from whoever you get it valued with. See if you get a different reaction than if you were to go in and say, I'd like to get my sapphire bracelet valued, than if you were to say, I've got a Songea Sapphire bracelet here to be valued. Just see what kind of a reaction you get. More and more and more of you are getting your jewellery valued from JewelleryMaker. More and more of you are getting your jewellery valued, because I think you're starting to realise, you're starting to understand, actually, hang on a minute. Sapphire, Songea Sapphire, that's a really rare quality. That's a really rare gemstone. I'd love to get some feedback and see how much you kind of get this quality sapphire valued at. And like I say, see if you get a difference in reaction from saying sapphire to Songea Sapphire when you take it to be valued. Amazing. Deb, you keep looking over at this.
I do.
You're a fan, aren't you? I can tell.
It's absolutely incredible. The colour and the light that's coming from those stones is amazing. I bought, before Christmas I think it was, a Songea Sapphire ring from Gems. Yeah. And it was the greens.
Beautiful.
Absolutely stunning. I love it. It's just got so much life about it, the colour. Yeah. And that strand has got every colour of the rainbow on there, and it's amazing. Yeah. It is very, very different to other varieties of sapphire you might have had in the past. If you've come into any Kanchanaburi sapphire, which is from Thailand, it's really, really great quality. There's very little of it about, and it's absolutely stunning. I just think clarity-wise, colour-wise, which is what Songea Sapphire is so highly prized for, and you're getting such a fantastic example of it here. You can't let this pass you by. Absolutely stunning. Well done. Under £25 for that as well. And don't let the price point fool you. Don't let the price point kind of make you think, oh, £24.95, Songea Sapphire. Okay, well, she's clearly spinning me a yarn. I'm not at all. This is rarity. This is almost unsurpassed rarity. Get it. Add it to your order. Well done. Gorgeous quality. You can see the quality of that strand. You can just see it shining out from every single gemstone. Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely amazing. It's alive. It is. Well done, everyone. We've had loads of people in for that. That's great. Well done. Now, we've got a text in about something different apparently, and now for something completely different. Pauline from Cheshire. And I'm excited it's Monday, because tomorrow my granddaughter arrives from France to stay for 3 weeks.
Not seen her for over a year. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Wow, someone's written us an essay. Heather, morning all at JM. Good morning, Heather. I know it's not relevant. That's okay. I like things which are a bit random. I know it's not relevant to the show, but just wanted to send a big thank you. I was lucky enough to buy a couple of pieces of the amber last week and was hoping one of them had a little insect in for my 10-year-old son, Ollie. He loves fossils and stones, and I'm delighted to say they have. Oh, they have just arrived, and both have got a little bug in there.
Yay.
We didn't charge you extra for that. You'll notice that. Isn't that awesome? I found a really weird bug by our wheelie bin yesterday. Ever so strange. I should have taken a photo of it because I know that someone at home would have been able to tell me what bug it was. It kind of had, it was like had a long body. It was black like a beetle. That was all right. I mean, I think it was kind of on its way out. I did give it some water to try and revive it, but I think it was pretty much dead. No, I didn't drown it, but well, I might have done. I don't know. Didn't do much moving after that, but it was yeah, it was kind of long, had like a long thin body, black like a beetle, loads of legs. Don't know what it was. If it's there tonight, it's obviously dead, and I'll take a photo of it and bring it in. Right, who fancies an amazing deal for these?
Oh, sparkly.
Do you know what they're singing? Do you know what they're singing at the minute? Do you know what Ollie and Dion are singing? They're singing a lot of beads to the tune of a la 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 la, which is well, Peter Andre, isn't it? A lot of beads, a lot of beads, a lot of beads. Yeah, it is. It is Peter Andre. Who is it?
I don't know. It's not.
You don't know who it is, but you know it's not Peter Andre. Isn't it Peter Andre? Yes, it is. It's Peter Andre. Peter Andre? La 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 la. Oh, we got everyone thinking now. Anyway, I don't really care. I don't like the song. Is it not Peter Andre?
Well, they're arguing. I can hear them arguing.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear them singing.
Arguing there, aren't they? Goodness me. Oh, they're singing now. Right. Are we all calm now? No? Do you ever feel like you're on your own? All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself. Silver-plated copper beads. Are they silver-plated copper beads? Silver-plated copper. Silver-plated copper beads. You're going to be getting roughly 700. Kerry, your mission is to count all of these beads, please.
Just check.
1, 2, 3, 4. Lost count. Got to start again. 1, 2. Oh, that's boring. That's boring beyond
So bored
beyond
you can't
all
speak.
boringness. Can't even speak today.
No, lost it.
Roughly 700 of these bad boys. Silver-plated copper. What does that 8/0 mean? What does that even mean? What does that mean?
It's the bead size.
Oh, is it? But they're not 8 mil. What does that mean?
I think it might be American sizing.
The American sizing? So how big are these beads? Do we know? 3 mil, thank you. 3, oh there it says on the details. 3mm beads, roughly 700 of these. Please don't count them. Well, I suppose you can do whatever you want with them once you have them. £10.95p for approximately 700 3mm silver-plated copper beads. Wow, 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 wow. That's a lot of beads, isn't it? That is a lot of beads. How amazing is that? Well done. You are flying in to get these now. On the web, on the phone, I'm not surprised. Not surprised there. We've had a text in. Hi, Carol. La 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 la. Love you guys. Song sung by Inner Circle. Really? I don't really care. I don't really care about that song. There are far better songs out there. I'm trying to think if there are any kind of better songs that we could sing, that we could use the tune to kind of describe these gorgeous silver-plated copper beads. What do you reckon? Can't think of another. No, less than 50 chances left. A Peter Andre song, yeah. Whoa, silver-plated copper beads. I want to get close to you. That sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Anyway, 45 chances, 44 chances remaining in the building now. Well done. Silver-plated copper beads, roughly 700 for under £11. How incredible is that? Well done, everyone there. Absolutely wonderful treat. Do you know, I've just eaten. I went to the Golden Arches before work today to get a coffee and a fruit bag. They didn't have any fruit bags, so they gave me a pineapple stick. I've just had some of that pineapple stick. My mouth feels ever so funny.
Oh, is it all numb and like tingly?
Yeah, numb and tingly. Wonder why that is. Am I allergic?
No,
am I going to end up having an allergic reaction, having massive lips and kind of... It's going to be like that movie. It's going to be like Hitch, isn't it? When Will Smith, that's so funny, when he eats a shellfish. It's one of the funniest movies in the whole world, isn't it? Am I going to end up like that maybe by the end of the show? Here we go. 30 chances remaining in the building now. Well done. These are 3mm beads here. They're absolutely gorgeous. And they really do, they can add so much to your jewellery, can't they, Deb?
Yeah, they're just glistening away.
Aha!
Catching the light, amazing. And they look like they've got quite good sized holes, so you could probably get a couple of pieces of Essilon thread through.
They also, I forgot my tweezers. I think my tweezers. I don't know. Oh no, I don't think.
But also adding them into wire work pieces.
Ah,
so
lovely.
if you had some any colour really, and just adding some of those along the wires, it'd look amazing.
It's also important, you know, when you start to use silver quality, because they're more than findings. When you start to use silver findings for more than just the mechanics that hold your pieces of jewellery together, when you start to use them as to accessorise a design, when you use them to add to a design, and these really are going to add so much to your designs. 700 there. Even if you wanted to make loads of stretchy bracelets out of these, you could do, and they would look absolutely gorgeous. 22 chances remaining. That's all we have. We've also got coming up the rose gold plated ones and the yellow gold plated ones as well, which are going to be absolutely stunning. Less than 20 chances now. £10.95p. I think that's a great price. That's a great price. I'm trying to get these in the end that's sealed. Well, that's not good. That's going to take me a while, isn't it? That's just incredible, isn't it? Well done, everyone. Well done, well done, well done. There we go. Trying to get all these back in here. That's going to take forever. Oh, I might just pop these here. Sorry, Cassie. I'm not lazy. We just got to move on. Am I lazy? Am I being lazy? Okay, I'll put them back in. Oh no! Don't want to be accused of being lazy. Lazy girl, lazy Daisy. Lazy Daisy. Carol Roache, the lazy Daisy. There we go. That's all right. No, I've been told I can't move on. Yeah, because that looks like Australia. The way they're laid out there, don't they look like Australia? Look at that. Maybe a bit. Maybe not at all. Don't know. Should we do the gold ones? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Let's do the gold ones. I'm going to move those over there. Cassie, I'll put most of them back. Yeah. Nice condescending clap there. Well done, Carol. So here we go. These are the yellow gold plated copper ones. These are 4mm in diameter. You're getting roughly 350 of these. So I'll show you these actually next to some of the silver ones so you can see the size difference. These are absolutely awesome as well. Just as sparkly as the silver plated copper ones. There you are, you can see the size difference just there, can't you? Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Because they are that much bigger, you are going to be getting slightly less. Well, slightly less, you're going to be getting about half the quantity that you get with the silver ones. However, they still have that gorgeous quality, don't they? They are lovely, lovely beads. Yeah, they're really nice. You'll definitely be able to get multiple strands of Essilon cord and beading thread through these. Absolutely 1,000,000,000%. So, for these, they are bigger. So you'd expect to pay more, yeah? Well, you're getting 350 as opposed to 700. So actually today, the price for all of these beads is under a tenner. Perfect, there you go. We've only got about 90, well, we only had 99 to start off with. They are gonna go, tons of you coming through, lots of you multi-buying. Stock up on beads like this. I hate to kind of worry anybody and well, no, I know it's a long, long way away. Christmas is a long way away, isn't it? Yeah, it is a long way away. It's almost half a year away, okay? And I do understand that. However, I got a call the other day from a lady who organises a craft fair called the Victorian Evening, which is in Kyneton, which is a village near where I live. She gave me a call and left a message to see whether I wanted to have a stall at the Victorian Evening this coming Christmas. You know, so these kind of events are being organised now. People are starting to get organised for them now. So I know it's a long way away, and I'm not one of those people who likes to kind of go on and on about it. But do consider that. Lots of people getting ready for their craft fairs, which tend to be, you know, very, very popular, especially as we go through to autumn and then into winter as well. Well done to all of you there. 40 chances remaining there. Fantastic. Gold-plated copper spacer beads here, 350 in this pack. Well done. We've had a text in about my pineapple tongue, whatever it's called. Enzyme in fresh pineapple can cause itchy tongues. The enzyme destroyed by what?
Canning.
By canning. Oh, so when you put the pineapple in cans. Yeah. I know. I had a stick of pineapple and my mouth feels all kind of weird. Pineapple has anti-inflammatory and digestive tract benefits, really. Ooh. Maybe that's why your mouth is tingling, or maybe it's from the plastic it came in. I'm a little bit worried I've eaten kind of radioactive pineapple now.
No, mine does it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it just does it. That's just what it does.
It's funny, isn't it? There we go. Right, so we've got the rose gold ones now. Okay, I'm going to pop these just to one side there. Now we've got the rose gold ones, which are the same size as the yellow gold ones. So you are going to be getting 350. These are, no, 380. Wow! So you're getting roughly 380 of these. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Absolutely gorgeous. Rose gold plated copper. You're going to be getting roughly 380 of these. Again, they're around about 4 mil in size. Fantastic price for you today. They're going to be the same price as the gold ones. How about no? How about $6.95? What? That doesn't make sense. That's bonkers. Dion just says, don't know why, but I can do it. There you are. Perfect. There you are. Rose gold plated copper beads, $6.95 for roughly 380 spacer beads here. That's absolutely bonkers. Doesn't even make sense. Just get them. I would just get them. Doesn't make sense though, does it? That's absolutely incredible. Can you tell I'm trying to clean up as I go along? My goodness me. It's all glamour here. Glamour, glamour, glamour. Just lost one went on the floor. Guaranteed I'm going to slip over on that one later. Whoop! There we go. So you've got your rose gold plated copper beads here. Roughly 380 these, $6.95. I don't know why they're $6.95, but that's absolutely incredible. The silver ones have now sold out. The gold plated copper ones are on their way to selling out. We've got a few of those left now. I think that's absolutely incredible, don't you? Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Ah, I need to retract something. I do beg your pardon. I said they were rose gold plated copper. They're not. They're copper. They're copper. I do beg your pardon. That's why they're cheaper. I do beg your pardon. I'm so sorry. I do retract that. I did say that they were rose gold plated copper. I do beg your pardon. They are copper. That is why they're $6.95. I'm sorry. I do apologise. But at the end of the day, it is $6.95. I just get them anyway. Get them. Get them. Add them to your order. Well done. These really are going to make such a difference to your jewellery, whether you use them in your knotted pieces of jewellery, whether you use them just on the end of an extender chain, whether you use them in your earrings, just a couple of them just on top of a gemstone, just using it to kind of embellish your designs that little bit, to make your jewellery look even more professional. And it quite seriously, it can take your jewellery designs up from this level to kind of that level up there. It really, really can do, just by using little spacer beads like this, just by using little accents like this. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? So roughly 380 of your copper spacer beads. Fantastic. Now, here we go. I'm going to pop those there. Right, where are we going now, love? Yeah, perfect. Here we go. So yeah, we have bought you tons and tons and tons of cord already today. We bought you lots of satin cord. We bought you some of the waxed cord as well. If you do your macrame, thanks Cassie, if you do your macrame and you do your kumihimoing, then you will probably know about these clasps. They're absolutely wonderful, and I tell you something, they're always mega, mega, mega popular. The other week we had a show when we bought you, I think we had a deal where we had about 400 or 500 chances available, and they all went. So the next day we bought you another chance, which I think gave 200 of you the chance. They all sold out as well. These are always popular. We've actually got less than 100 of these available. They are going to go very, very quickly indeed, okay? These are perfect for use with kumihimo and macrame. Great if you want to make a long star necklace that you can either wear as a long star necklace or switch it between a long star necklace, a shorter necklace and a bracelet. Because they're magnetic clasps that you're going to be getting here, you can make interchangeable pieces that you can wear in 2 or 3 different ways. So, there is your magnetic clasp. Oops, sorry. There is your magnetic clasp. Lovely big clasp there. 2 sides to it. You've got your hole there, which you can glue all of your cords into with some of the jewellery glue that we sell on our website on JewelleryMaker.com. Okay, and you simply pull the 2. They're really strong. Pull your 2 magnets apart. Fantastic if you have slight dexterity issues and you're not that good with bolt ring clasps. Absolutely great as well if you have little ones who constantly pull on bracelets and necklaces as well, because you're simply just going to pull the piece of jewellery apart at the clasp rather than breaking the clasp. They're seriously strong clasps, these ones. You're going to be getting a selection of clasps here. You're going to be getting these large ones. There you are. 5 of your larger ones. 5 exactly the same but slightly smaller. Okay, then you're going to be getting these lockable ones, which are awesome, awesome, awesome. Here we go. So, slightly smaller holes on the end there. You can still get your Eslon cord, your leatherette cord in there, your suede cord, loads and loads of different cords in there, beading thread, monofilament. So you've got your cord end there. You've then got this little switch here, which you turn to unlock. Oh, just put some hand cream on. There we go. There we go. They come apart like that. Then you get the other side, put it in like that. You can either clip it together like that and it's nice and safe like that, or give it a turn and it's even more safe. It's lockable, okay? As you can see, these are going really, really, really quickly. So a total of 15 clasps there, all of them magnetic, 5 of them are lockable as well, 5 of them extra large, 5 of them slightly smaller, and then the other 5 are even smaller and lockable as well. And this is, yeah, look how strong they are. They're incredible, aren't they? And this is your price today for all 15 clasps, £12.95. Isn't that fantastic? That works out to less than £1 a clasp. How amazing is that? Look how strong those magnets are. They're quite incredible, aren't they? The way that these are all stuck together. I think they're absolutely, oh, look at that. They're amazing, aren't they? They're just incredible. You must have used these magnetic clasps, yeah. Deb.
Yeah, they just give you such a professional finish.
Don't they just?
And they're so neat. And they finish off your pieces really well.
Yeah, don't they just? Do you just use jewellery glue just to stick them into the, and that works?
Like a gel type glue.
Okay.
And that works. And
Brilliant.
you could also glue in wires or chain into it as well. If you had multiple strands of chain coming out, you could glue them in using the sort of gel glue.
Yeah, fantastic. Good call. 40 chances remaining now, £12.95. We've got lots of you multi-buying as well. If you do want to multi-buy anything today, please do. And just to let you know, we've got 38 chances remaining, but I also have about 20 of you on our website who've put this in your basket and haven't checked your basket out. It's really important that you check your baskets out as quickly as you can. Purely because if quantity gets down to a certain level and somebody calls through for this and there isn't enough quantity to give them straight away, the quantity will be taken out of your basket if you haven't checked your basket out and given to that person there and then so they can pay there and then. So do check your basket out. I've got Margaret, Ellen, Natasha, Vicky, Denise, Lorna, Janet, Sheila, Julie, Susan, Lynn, Anonymous in County Antrim, Roseanne and Leah and Margaret who haven't checked their baskets out. Please do if you can. And just add it to your order for £12.95 for 15 magnetic clasps. That is amazing. Do your research as well. The kind of the general consensus is that these magnetic clasps are not only particularly good at what they do, but they're also really, really inexpensive compared to other prices which you might have been paying in the past. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. 33 chances remaining in the building now. £12.95 there. Well done. Great, great deal there. Yeah, fantastic. Coming up after, just after 11 o'clock is, is this. So these are some of the biggest rhodolite garnets I think I've ever bought you. These are absolutely gigantic. Look at these. Stunning rhodolite garnets. Top drilled, faceted drops of rhodolite garnet coming your way. Really beautiful variety of garnet. This is absolutely stunning. Coming up in, well, just over 20 minutes time. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well done. Gorgeous. Right, next brand new kit. Now we had a couple. There we go. We've had a couple of people text in today asking about threading materials. We had a wall of fame entry from a lady who used sari silks. I was asking for more demos. This next kit, this is the first time I've ever bought you this. I don't know how often we bought this to you in the past. It's the first time I've ever seen it, let alone bought it to you. It's absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome what this kit has got. It's really, really decadent. The entire kit is made up of a selection of gemstones which are pretty much all the same size, all the same shape, but they all look very, very different. Let me show you what you've got. The first strand I'm going to bring you. Wow, there's some amazing gemstones here. Just looking at the list of them. You've got some beautiful agate plain 4mm rounds. These are just lovely, aren't they? Really, really pretty. You're getting that gorgeous variation in colour between real stone colours, chocolate browns, blacks. You're going to be getting some wonderful, wonderful qualities here. Isn't that delicious? Yeah, some lovely russet tones in there as well. Absolutely wonderful. The next strand is black agate. Again, 4mm rounds. Really, really shiny like caviar. They're absolutely delicious. Look at those. I love the fact that these are both the same size, both the same shape, but they both look completely different. You are going to be getting moments where this strand of chocolate agate will look similar to the black agate, of course, because you are going to be getting very, very dark tones in here as well as the lighter tones. But they both have their own identity, don't they? How about some gorgeous red tiger's eye? Yeah, 4mm rounds again. Gemstones like this are perfect for making beady beads out of, for using with the bead loom, for using with macrame, for using with kumihimoing as well. Lovely red tiger's eye strand of 4mm rounds here as well. Really, really pretty. I've then got clear quartz faceted 4mm rounds. So yeah, these are colourless, they are clear, and they are faceted. So you're going to get that beautiful sparkle, which really does contrast beautifully against the other 3 strands, doesn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. 4 strands there. And then the final strand you're going to be getting here, I think this is wonderful. Absolutely gorgeous. This is golden colour coated pyrite. Now, what I love so much about this is it looks like the kind of gold, it looks like 24 karat gold, doesn't it? It's so gold. I don't know if you've seen a lot of gold that's used in a lot of Asian jewellery, certainly Sikh and Hindu weddings, the most beautiful kind of almost 24 karat yellow gold. I mean, this is so gold, it's absolutely beautiful. When I think of a gold bullion or a bar of gold, I always think of it being this kind of tone of very, very bright, very, very gold. It's absolutely delicious, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. It's got that bit of a rough edge to it, a bit of a rough finish, which I think is wonderful, kind of like a matte finish. It's not very, very shiny. It's just luminous, isn't it? It's so luminescent. Really, really beautiful. But I tell you what they remind me of, actually. They remind me of gold Stardust rondelles. You know those Stardust rondelles which we're famous for, which we can sell thousands of in one go? They remind me of a gold version of the silver Stardust rondelle. It's that kind of quality, that kind of texture. That's what it reminds me of. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And you're getting a whole strand of them. What else are you going to be getting? You're going to be getting a threading pack with monofilament beading thread and elastic. Okay. You're also going to be getting antique bronze plated copper findings, 115 in total. Really, really lovely, really, really decadent quality here. And of course that antique quality. I'd like to show you the head pins very quickly. The star top head pins in this findings pack are just so sweet and so pretty. And with these 4mm gems, look how well they work. Don't they look gorgeous? They're about the same size actually, aren't they, as the gems? So many great things you can do with these. So you've got 5 strands of genuine gemstones here. 4mm gemstones are inherently a lot more difficult to bring you than, say, a gemstone, which is 8mm in size, purely because to facet these, to drill these, is a lot more tricky. The kind of tool size has to be downsized. Everything has to be kind of micro sized, if you see what I'm saying. You know, to drill a gemstone. Can you imagine how difficult it is to facet this strand of clear quartz? Faceting gemstones is difficult enough, but faceting a 4mm strand like this, that must be almost impossible. Incredible. Now, I've got 2 extras in this kit as well. Actually, no, 3 extras, I do beg your pardon. I've never bought this to you before. The gemstones are beautiful, the findings are wonderful, the threading pack is wonderful as well. The extras in this kit are astonishing. Let me get this right, because I've never bought this to you before, ever. Now, you've got rose gold, antique bronze, and copper coloured sari thread. Now, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? It looks absolutely beautiful. You're getting 375 meters of thread here. I want to show you, because I've never bought this to you before. This is a first for me. It's so exciting whenever we get the chance to bring you new threading materials, anything new, I get seriously excited. This feels delicious. Let me try and get this off the spool so I can show this to you. Have a look at this. I'll kind of get a couple of strands together, because it's delicious. Look at that. Who wouldn't want a bracelet or a necklace made out of this decadent thread? This is probably the most decadent thread we have ever bought you on JewelleryMaker. I think this is even more decadent than satin cord. It doesn't feel satiny. It doesn't feel satiny at all. It feels very, very different. It feels really quite robust. It almost feels like it's got, it almost feels a little bit like wire. The core of this thread is effectively a fabric thread core, and then it's been wrapped. The most beautiful quality, isn't it? The most wonderful metallic quality. It feels wonderful. 375 meters of this cord. Now, wait until you see what Deb has done with this, because what Deb has done with this it's made such a decadent suite of jewellery. It's all down to the quality of the gemstones. In fact, you've got that gold coloured pyrite, which is like a strand of gold stardust rondelles. And of course, this gorgeous sari thread. Okay, it is absolutely delicious. You're going to be getting rose gold colour, copper colour, and antique bronze coloured sari threads. The jewellery is wonderful. Almost half the quantity of this entire kit has now sold out. We haven't even bought you the price, and you haven't even seen Deb's jewellery yet. It is absolutely amazing. Here's your price today for this incredible kit. £21.95p. I don't know about you, I'd pay £21.95 for those. Wouldn't you? I'd definitely pay over £21.95 for all the gemstones. The gemstones and this, that just goes together. Right, Deb, I'm coming over. What did you think of this sari thread? I've never seen it before. I've never worked with it before.
I've used it before. We had it just before the birthday show.
Yeah. Oh, did we? Wow, that's a long time ago.
And I made a bracelet using polymer clay and some of it was like a steely grey thread. And when you actually macrame with it, it looks like you've done it with metal.
Yes.
It looks like it's a metal piece when you look at it.
It's a little bit like the mesh, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It has got that sort of feel about it.
Do you know what? I'm feeling this bracelet
textile.
here. It feels like you've made your own cloth.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can describe it. It feels like you've, like Deb has woven her own cloth.
Well, in effect, I did, because I threaded up the bead loom and wove in between. So I put threads of this into a darning needle,
right,
and use that to go in between. So I've woven a section and then worked macrame knots on
it's
top.
It's absolutely sensational, isn't this thread? I've never seen anything like it. It's just, it's like making your own fabric.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can describe it. It is like making your own fabric. That's essentially what Deb has done here. She's made her own fabric piece. It's absolutely wonderful. Look at what it does with this really simple bracelet here. Look at this, look at what that, look, isn't that simple? But that is just so delightful. Look how reflective and sparkly that is. We're going to have to move on to a demo in just a couple of seconds because we've got 3 of this kit left. We're going to show you, well, Deb, sorry, is going to show you. Say, hi, yes, I was going to say, I'd never be able to show this to you. Deb is going to show you a little section from this necklace. Is it this section here you're going to show us?
Yeah, just how I've started it off and then how that works, because it's the same all the way down.
Isn't that delicious? Yeah, please, let's see how you do this.
Okay, so I'm using the darker thread because it will show up more easily on the board.
Yeah, okay.
But it comes in the kit. So I've attached, what I did was I took about 1.5 meters length and took 8 threads, put them into the clasp, and then took 4 of the threads onto the right hand side, 4 onto the left hand side. So we've then got 2 sets that we're working on initially. Separated out the 2 on either side of our group of 4, and then using the central 2 for the lazy thread. So all we're going to do is a basic square knot. So left thread over the 2 lazies, right thread over that, under your lazies, and then up through the loop. And I pulled that right up to the top.
It feels really nice, doesn't it, this thread?
Yeah, you need to be careful with it that you don't over pull it, because as you explained earlier, the way it's constructed, you've got the central core with the cotton, and then you've got the metallic effect wrapped around it. So if you pull it too tight, what you can end up doing is exposing the cord underneath. Yeah. So so I've done a square knot on the left hand group, square knot on the right hand group. So now I'm taking 2 of my threads out on that side, 2 of my threads out on this side, and making another group of 4 in the centre, and then pulling 2 down for a lazy thread, and then using the outside ones of this group to actually do a square knot again. Now this time you don't pull it all the way to the top, so you can stop at whatever point you want.
Right.
Okay, and then reverse it. Now if you've got your pins, you can use them
to kind of hold it
in position, but this is quite good because it's a bit like the wax cord.
It's quite fibrous,
and it's quite sticky.
Yeah.
Right, so then what we need to do again is separate out our cords back into the 2 groups.
Okay.
And then take the centre 2 for that group.
Lovely.
And the centre group, the centre cords for this group.
This would make a lovely belt, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah, on a linen dress.
Yeah, nice.
Really lovely.
Really lovely.
And it grows quite quickly because you've got quite big spaces in between your knots, which is good for micro macrame, because otherwise it can take forever if you're doing really close.
You know that Gems of Distinction strand we had earlier on? You know the Songea Sapphire? Do you reckon that would work with this, wouldn't it?
It would, possibly.
Do you think the sapphire? Do you think it would go through the sapphire?
I don't know. The sparkly quartz in here have actually got quite big drill holes.
Okay, perfect.
So they go on quite well. Now the other thing that I forgot to tell you was to make sure all your cut ends have nail varnish put onto them.
Okay.
Because otherwise you won't be able to thread through your gemstone.
Yeah, so it will fray slightly.
Yeah.
Delia has texted in saying, I recently received my first lot of antique bronze findings and it's so nice. The colour is gorgeous. Defo need more. Love and hugs. Pink.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? They are absolutely gorgeous, these antique bronze findings.
So
someone's also texting about, I think I confused everyone this morning, including myself, about the T-pins. Someone's texting about the T-pins again, asking if they were a separate deal. It's part of a bundle that we bought you earlier on with loads and loads of cord, including that multicoloured rainbow satin cord, and 35 of your silver-coloured T-pins. They all came as one bundle for £12.95. So if you do want the T-pins that we bought you earlier on, £12.95, and you get loads of cord with it as well. I confused everyone this morning.
Confused yourself, didn't you?
Sorry, Deb.
That's all right. It happens.
Palaver. What are you doing now? Sorry.
Okay. So we've got our 2 groups of cords, okay, and on the 2 outside ones of each group, what I've done is threaded on a gemstone onto each side.
Lovely.
And then, to fix them in place, just tie another square knot. So it's then anchors them in place.
Okay.
And then you just continue working down, and you can attach as many or as few of your gemstones as you want.
Yeah, lovely.
But the once you've got your nail varnish on to stop the cord fraying, it's really easy to get the cords through the gemstones. They won't go through the gold coloured ones, but I think they go through most of the others quite well.
You can kind of create your own little design once you kind of follow the basics of what you were explaining there.
Yeah. So if I hold that up, you can see.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Yeah, show that to Kerry.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, Kerry.
That's all right. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, a really delicate design. Using hardly any gemstones at all, but it's that cord, that beautiful sari thread that really does shine out, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And those gorgeous antique bronze findings, of course. Thank you so much for that. If you do want to add the this kit unfortunately has sold out, but if you do want to add the T-pins with all of that gorgeous cord to your order, then please do. £12.95, details at the side of the screen there. Right, let's go and see some more of your incredible designs at the Wall of Fame. Hello there. Would you like to go first, Deb?
Okay. This is from Debbie Moore, number 96, and she says, hello.
Debbie Moore, Ollie, not Demi Moore.
Right. I bet she gets that all the time.
Yes.
She says, hello. It's my mum's 80th at the end of July and wanted something special for her. When you had the rubies on one day, I bought them and made this set for her.
Oh, lovely.
I'm hoping she loves it. I'm sure she will.
Yeah, definitely. Aren't they stunning?
From Debbie Moore.
Debbie Moore. Tell us more, Debbie Moore. I wonder how many times you've heard that.
Yeah.
Number 99. Poor Debbie. I just want to send my jewellery in. I'm being victimised. Number 99. Here we go. This is from Rachel Jones, who says, hi all, I've been travelling a great deal recently on the trains up and down the country for work, which has been great for sitting and making pieces whilst watching the world go by. Oh, gorgeous. I love going on train journeys. I've become obsessed with chain recently, which has been super fun. And this is a necklace I made for myself out of silver findings, pale blue agate and Amazonite drops. Everything is from JewelleryMaker, of course, and that's from Rachel. Thanks, Rachel. That's gorgeous. Stunning. Thank you.
Number 97 is from Valerie Webster. She says, hi everyone at JM. Please excuse if you've seen this before. It's made from a tiger's eye cabochon surrounded by tiger's eye chips with
gorgeous.
a Viking knit chain. It is, isn't it? Hope you like it. Everything was bought from JM. All the best to everyone there from Valerie in West Yorkshire.
Stunning. Gorgeous. Right. Number 100. This is lovely. Ooh. I wonder if these are using, oh no, it's using rounds. Lovely. From Jackie, who's from Derbyshire. Hi everyone, just got the Wire Gizmo DVD yesterday and watched the talented Rachel Norris make a beautiful necklace. So I got my tools out and had a go. And this is the result, made with yellow and orange shell and 0.6mm gauge wire and chain from JewelleryMaker. And a clasp from my stash. So easy to do, and I'm 74 years old! So anyone can do it. Love the show and really love the bargains from Jackie. Jackie, that's incredible. A mere whippersnapper at 74 years old. My grandma calls me a whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
A whippersnapper.
That's good. Number 98 is from Wendy in Worksop.
Oh, I like that colour.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Really rich. Hi everyone at JM Towers. Hope that you're all fit and well. Not fit, but well. Hope everyone is keeping safe during the stormy weather. Just got to say that I'm loving all the shows, all the bargains and the amazing guest designers with their brilliant demos and designs. Just keep them coming. And then she says, please. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A 3-layered necklace, 2 different earring designs. I use crackle quartz, blue aventurine rounds, silver-plated spacer beads and butterflies from my stash.
Gorgeous.
Good luck to everyone for next week's draw. So many beautiful creations. Yeah, from Wendy in Worksop.
Isn't that lovely? That silver and blue looks so gorgeous together, doesn't it? Really, really pretty.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have Rhodolite Garnet. This is an absolute beauty of a strand. Look at that clarity. Ooh. These are big, big gemstones. Coming up in just a few seconds. Do not go anywhere.
If you're new to jewellery making and want to learn all the essential techniques, then this is the perfect workshop for you. Join experienced resident designer Linda and learn how to get to grips with this addictive hobby. Learn how to create necklaces, earrings and bracelets with genuine gemstones. You will also have the opportunity to try a range of jewellery making mediums for beginners, including wirework, macrame and kumihimo. The full course includes a wide selection of gemstones and findings, threading materials, 0.4 and 0.8 silver-plated wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and our museum, and a visit to our shop. All of this for just £59.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Start your new hobby today with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, JewelleryMaker are never far away.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. If you miss a JewelleryMaker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of JewelleryMaker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
JewelleryMaker is part of the Genuine Gemstone Company for a reason. If we're going to offer you gemstones, then they have to be genuine, but the only way we can guarantee that is by getting a lab test. This guarantees that you're going to get genuine gemstones, and that's exactly what you deserve.
What a stunner of a strand. I tell you something, it's not very often that we get rhodolite garnet that is of this kind of size. Isn't that amazing? You don't need any kind of, you don't need to wiggle it around. You don't need to kind of get it at a certain angle for you to see that clarity, do you? That's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Gorgeous clarity, beautiful, beautiful colour. Lights up a room. In fact, this gemstone is meant to be a luminescent gemstone. And do you know what? There are certain garnet out there that really isn't luminescent. It's really inky and dark. But a gemstone that is actually, you know, myth and legend suggests that it is a gemstone that's meant to light up a room physically. You know, it's meant to illuminate. You know, this really does play to that myth and legend part, doesn't it? Absolutely delicious. Now, there's 90 carats of rhodolite garnet here. What I love so much about the fact you've got 90 carats is you're getting so many gemstones. What I love so much about the fact you're getting so many gemstones is the fact that you are getting a graduated strand. So gemstones in here suitable for earrings, definitely for statement pendants at the centre of the piece, to make into flowers, because they're top drilled drops. They'd make the most beautiful flowers, wouldn't they? Absolutely. Just gorgeous, isn't it? Really, really pretty. Gorgeous. Now, these are faceted pairs. So each one of these has been individually hand faceted, hand drilled. And it's another one of those gemstones, a bit like the pearls I was talking to you about earlier on, or the or amethyst that I was mentioning earlier on as well. It's one of those gemstones that people are very familiar with, people are very comfortable with. It's an ancient gem. It was mentioned in the Bible. You know, it's a gemstone which has been around for many, many hundreds and thousands of years. January's birthstone, a really fantastic quality. The more kind of cherry colours and purpley colours that you can see, generally the higher the value of the gemstone as well, which is really, really fantastic. The qualities you're going to be getting here, absolutely stunning. And it tends to be a lighter shade of red compared to red garnet, which of course is fantastic because it helps that gemstone release all that inner brilliance. Isn't it stunning? That's beautiful, isn't it? Just gorgeous. Now, price point wise, okay, this is totally natural. It hasn't been heat treated, hasn't been dyed. This is exactly the same colour it came out the mine. All that's happened is it's been mined, it's been cut, it's been faceted, it's been drilled, it's been polished. That really is it. It's difficult to put a price on a strand like this, isn't it? When maybe you've been used for years and years and years seeing inky, substandard garnet, which is just pretty rubbishy. This is quite the reverse, isn't it? It's bright, it's light, it's got loads of glorious internal brilliance and faceting and lustre and colour and life and energy. The price point for this today is stunning. Under £50, under 40, under 30. Have a look at your deal today. £21.95. Isn't that just gorgeous? For a gemstone that is totally natural. And one of those gemstones as well, one of those examples of garnet that I can hand on heart say, I cannot think of a time when I've bought you rhodolite garnet that has been this big and has had this much clarity and this amount of gorgeous, bright, intense red colour as well. It's just out of this world. It's absolutely gorgeous. Quite stunning. And I remember years ago when we couldn't get when we did bring you garnet, all of it was, you know, high 20s, maybe low 30s in price point wise, and those were for plain rounds, gemstones with no faceting on them, you know, very little kind of top drilling. These are for top drilled, faceted, gorgeous pear drops. Absolutely stunning, aren't they? Really, really gorgeous. Well done. £21.95, and that's stunning. Gorgeous. Well done. Right. Now, brilliant. Okay, we're going to bring you a tool now. It's going to be coming up in a bit, so yeah. We've got a tool coming up now. The 6-step loop making pliers. Oh, hang on a minute, sorry. The 6-step loop making pliers. These are awesome. Deb, have you used these ones before?
Not those particular ones, no, but they're fantastic because you can actually get regular sized loops with them.
Oh yeah.
And you on your normal round nose pliers, it's difficult to gauge the exact same point every time.
Which is exactly why these pliers have been made, for that very reason. If you make your own loops and you make your own eye pins, and if you want to get that regular loop, if you're going to be making maybe a rosary chain, you want it to be just that, you want it to be regularly sized. With round nose pliers, it's very, very difficult to achieve that consistent size. With these pliers, it's a piece of cake. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different size pins, as it were, on this set of pliers. These are so easy to use, and every single time you are going to get to that regular size, that regular shape. Do we have a little thingy on how to use these? We don't. Okay, well that's okay. So you literally pop your wire into your pliers at whatever level you like. So whether it's going to be the thinnest ones here, the smallest ones here at the top, or the big fat ones down at the bottom. Okay, and you literally put your wire in and you just twist. So say we're using this one here, and you literally twist your hand, twist the wire around, and you are able to make loops which are regular, consistent with whatever gauge wire you want. Okay. With round nose pliers, you can make regular loops. It is quite tricky to get them consistently the same size, because of course round nose pliers are that kind of shape, whereas these, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes which you can use, and every single time you use them, you are going to get exactly the same size. Okay, it's simple as that. It's absolutely perfect. Now, we've had a few people texting in about these already this morning, which is great. Sally from Worcestershire. I would not be without these pliers. I use them for making bales. They're making balls, making bales, but also for creating consistent loops in my wide designs as well. See, that's fantastic. And however you're going to use these, whether it's for making eye pins, whether it's for making bales, they are invaluable. Michelle from Greater Manchester, those pliers are the best pliers in the whole wide world. I use them all the time. Bye, bye, bye. Thanks, Michelle. That's great. Now, we are going to give you a fantastic price of these. It's going to save you a lot of time, going to save you a lot of energy. It's also going to save you a lot of wire. How many times have you made links and made your own chain or made your own eye pins, and you've made a mistake and you've had to throw that little bit of wire away? It's annoying. It's annoying. And you don't want to waste things. You don't want to waste a wire. Every single time you use these, you can get that exact same loop. You can get that exact same result. Here's your price point for this today. Absolutely fantastic. £8.95p. Do you know what? That is a small price to pay, isn't it? That's a small price to pay for something which is so useful, so unbelievably useful. Not to mention which, you know, I think I definitely spent more than £8.95p on my set of kitchen scales. I need them so when I measure things to make a cake or to make something for, you know, something from a recipe book, that I know I've got exactly the right amount of what it is. I would not be without them. It's the same with these. With using these, you know you are going to get that same result, that consistent result, and you know the results are going to be absolutely perfect. £8.95 is a fantastic price, isn't it? For something which is going to be so useful and something you're going to use again and again and again. So, we've got less than 50 chances available. We started off with about 100 of these, and they're going very, very quickly. Well done to all of you there. Well done. I think our quantity thing's going a little bit crazy because these are going so quickly. 34 chances, 31 chances remaining in the building now. Well done. Loads of you coming through. 25 chances, 23 chances. That's going really quickly, isn't it? These are going to sell out within the next few seconds. Well done. £8.95 there. Well done. I've had another text in from Joanna. I love my bale pliers. I was lucky enough to get them on the first showing, and I wouldn't be parted from them. That's great. That's good to know, isn't it? Fantastic. Well done. Right, they are going to sell out within the next few seconds. Please do check your baskets out. Yeah, which ones? Ah! Okay, here we go. Ooh. This is called Pink Perfection. Does that freak you out? Does that freak you out a bit? Did it? Sorry. It's a bit stalkery. Pink Perfection. There we go. Beautiful rose quartz here, gorgeous colours. Do I freak you out a bit, Deb?
No, it takes a lot to freak me out.
Rose quartz coins here, absolutely gorgeous. Really, really beautiful genuine gemstone strand here. Gorgeous, consistent quality here. These are absolutely beautiful. Look at that colour, isn't it delicious? Really, really beautiful, like candy floss. It's exactly what it should look like. It should look like it's got lots and lots of fibres on the inside of the coins, lots of mineral additions, lots of life, lots of energy, lots of characteristics going through these stunning genuine gemstone coins. You've then got beautiful cubes of rose quartz as well. These are stunning as well, aren't they? Beautiful rose quartz cubes with a centre drill hole. Oh yeah, check those out. I love cubes of gemstones. They feel so nice, don't they? It's like pink ice, isn't it? Oh, yum, yum, yum. I love rose quartz. You know, it's a gemstone of friendship and partnerships. Yeah. If you're going to be making gemstone pieces for maybe a friend, you know, this is a fantastic genuine gemstone to use for making jewellery for friends, because it is the gemstone of friendship. And one of those romantic gems as well. Stunning. You've then got little teardrop shapes of rose quartz as well. This is a lovely, lovely bundle. There's only one thing that can make it even better. Pink shell pearl. Well, hi there. We've got some beautiful pink shell pearl. Look at these. These are huge. 12 millimetres in size. Absolutely giganticus. Look at the size of those. In fact, I'm going to put them up to my neckline. They are enormous. Look at those. Ooh, you must be what, 6 foot away from me? Look at those. They're huge, aren't they, Deb?
They are. They'd work perfectly with those little silver beads, just one bead in between each pearl, and then just going around the neckline. Good call.
You know those spacer beads we bought you earlier on? Deb's saying that they'd go beautifully with those. They would, wouldn't they? Yeah. Yeah. Look, you must be about 6 foot away from me at the moment. More than that. 7 foot, 8 feet away. You can see them, can't you? They finish off my outfit. Can you see how it brings out the pink?
It brings out the pink in your eyes.
I know, yeah, I was gonna All right. I am a bit tired today. Blimey, she does kind of, she really does, you know, she's just... So is that why I've got pink eyes?
Oh, you're wearing blue. It brings out the blue of your eyes.
Fine, thank you, Deb. Do you know what? I'm never going to call on you again to comment on anything. I don't have blue eyes, actually. I've got green eyes. It is going to kick off today, Ollie. You're quite right. I've had enough of Deb. I'm going to put in a request. I do not want to work with Deb Rudge ever again.
Yeah.
Single-handedly ruined the show today. She's bullied me. She's bullied me into a corner. I feel victimised. I don't like it anymore.
Oh, don't you make me cry.
I don't want to. You know when you cry so much you can't speak? It's such a pride. Here's your price. Pull yourself together, Carol. $12.95. Honestly, wow. That is absolutely astonishing. Good. Have I made you cry?
Yeah, I don't like it when people cry.
Oh no, well, I wasn't
Even
really
when they're playing.
Pull yourself together, love. Goodness me. Pink perfection. You've got 3 strands of your rose quartz and you've got your shell pearl as well. It's absolutely amazing. Such a romantic bundle. And do you know what? Don't think that it's just about light kind of pastel-y type jewellery. If you want to mix this with the rhodolite garnet we bought you earlier on, that would be delicious. Ooh, I love that. If you want to mix it with something really sophisticated like the Songea Sapphire we bought you earlier on today, stunning. With the Songea Sapphire, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, as Deb said, I love the idea of using this with the spacer beads we bought you a little bit earlier on. $12.95 for 4 strands of genuine gemstones. That's really quite incredible. Even if you took the shell pearl out of the equation and just looked at 3 strands of rose quartz for $12.95, that's less than $5 a strand. That is under $5 a strand for all 3 there, isn't it? It's even less when you start to add in the shell pearl. Really quite exceptional deals today. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Less than 50 chances available now. People from all over the country getting involved. Tracy in Lancashire, Sheila from Cornwall, Lynn from Midlothian, Charlotte from Lanarkshire, Denise from Wiltshire, Mary from London, Margaret from West Midlands, Cynthia, Sandra, Kristin, Anonymous, Angela, Sheila, VH, Anonymous, Sheena, Maria. Loads and loads and loads of you coming through now. Well done. 41 opportunities left. That is a serious deal, isn't it? That works out to what? Just over £4. Thanks, lovey. £3.23 per strand. £3.23 a strand. How incredible is that? Look at that. For genuine gemstone quality. Because we're not talking about glass, we're not talking about plastic, we're not talking about resin. We're talking about rose quartz and shell pearl. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done. Stunning colours as well. Absolutely beautiful. But it doesn't necessarily need to be for brides and for for flower girls. You can really vamp it up if you want to. In fact, with your challenge today, Deb.
Ooh, that would look. Yes. Very nice. I've used the rose quartz cubes with mesh.
Ooh, nice idea.
And it's really nice because you've got the softness of the mesh shape.
With the structure of the cubes.
Yeah.
Good call. 21 opportunities remaining in the building there. Well done. Lots of you still coming through for this. Well done. And don't forget, if you do want to multi-buy anything here today, which actually, when we're talking about under £3.50 a strand, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? It's crazy. It's a craze, a craze, a craze, a crazy prize.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Thanks, Deb. Endorsed by Deb Rudge there. Tell you what. Do you think that should be the name of my album? I'm going to bring out an album later on this year. Carol Roache. Title, It Works. It does, it works.
It works.
It works.
Yep.
Box numero 17. There we go. I better start practicing the Spanish. I'm going to Spain first 2 weeks in September. Can't wait. Ooh. Can't wait. Oh, dear me. Right, here we go. Loads and 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 a broken record. Loads of waxed cord. Bit of a heads up. Bit of subliminal advertising, isn't it? Mind you, that wasn't really subliminal. This would be subliminal. That. Here we go, so loads of wax cord. We've got loads of wax cord. I think I've finally lost it today. So we've got 10 metres of black waxed cord. I never had it, to be fair. I love this colour. This is like a graphite-y colour waxed cord. 10 metres of this. Now, are you going to be good and stand up for me? Hopefully. 10 metres of dark blue waxed cord. Ooh. I like that colour, don't you?
I love those colours. Yeah.
10 metres of, this is like an emerald green waxed cord. Go on, stand up, stand up, stand up. There we go. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. Get you to do one job. Stay there. 10 metres of lilac waxed cord. Nice. But yeah, that would go really well with the rose quartz, wouldn't it? 10 metres of light green waxed cord.
Could you just show me that, Carol, with the rose quartz?
Hey, hey, hey. No, she just wants me to see
look at the skill. That's amazing.
Yeah, look.
Yep.
Do I detect a hint of sarcasm in your voice there, Deborah?
No, I was genuinely impressed there.
Yeah.
That was really
in your face,
really
Deborah. I can show you them together. Oh, okay. They're clearly not going to all stand up. But you're basically going to be getting loads. You've got light green, you've got orange, and you've got yellow as well. Absolutely. Thanks, Ollie. Oh, blimey. Making me suffer. Making me suffer. Oh. Absolutely gorgeous. So you're going to be getting 1, 2, 3. You're going to be getting 8 lots, 80 metres of waxed cord. This is absolutely awesome. Now, quite seriously, this waxed cord, it feels wonderful. When you do start to knot with it, it holds the knot, doesn't it,
yeah,
Deb?
It's really nice to work with.
It's got a slight fibre, I don't know what it is. It's got a fibrous kind of quality to it, but if I just tie a knot in it, you'll see that knot is really, really nice. It kind of holds it holds its place, it holds its shape. It's just a general overhand knot. I call it the Carol Roache knot. Very technical. You need to come on a workshop to learn how to do that one. I'm joking. It's just a knot. But with the satin cord, you'll find sometimes that it does kind of bounce a little bit. It bounces back a little bit. Sometimes it can slip if you don't tie it tightly enough. This will stick. It's really, really fantastic. It makes great macrame pieces, fantastic kumihimo pieces. But similarly, if you're into just knotting and plaiting friendship bracelets, or if you like your crochet or your knitting, then it's also fantastic for those. It's got a beautiful texture to it. It's not silky in the slightest. It's not soft like a satin cord. It's quite fibrous. You can really feel the fibres. It's really, really wonderful, but not as fibrous as hemp cord. 80 meters in total. Really lovely colour palette there. You're getting some lovely bright colours, but also some beautiful dark tones in there, some lovely neutrals. Now, this should be over £15 for 80 meters of waxed cord. In actual fact, I think that's actually a pretty amazing deal, considering how much waxed cord can cost you elsewhere, and considering how much you're actually physically getting. 80 meters of waxed cord. How much would you use if you just did a general square knot macrame bracelet with maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 gemstones in? How many meters of cord are you going to use, Deb, would you say?
Probably about 1 meter.
Really?
Yeah, you could do it with 1 meter.
Fantastic. So potentially that's enough for maybe 80 bracelets.
But I've used that cord and just had one piece going around the wrist and threaded a gemstone on with a knot either side. So that's what, 7.5, maybe 8 inches maximum to allow for the knot. And then they just look amazing. Just the single colour. But I was thinking you could actually use 2 or 3, maybe 4 of those, either all the same colour or a combination. And glue them into the magnetic clasps.
Absolutely.
Earlier. That would look stunning. It's because you've got the metal section that's the feature.
Definitely.
And the colours would just look amazing.
They would.
But I've bleached them as well.
You did say you bleached them. Now, have you bleached the waxed cord before?
Yes.
And what happens?
It was, I've bleached the yellow, the orange, and the grey.
Okay, and what colours do they go?
So you just get a lighter, slightly softer orange when you bleach that. When you bleach the grey, you get pinks and peaches coming through.
Okay, nice.
Which is absolutely gorgeous.
And what about the yellow?
And the yellow, it goes a lot lighter, so it goes more of a cream.
I mean, I would only advise you to do that if you have got the if you have got the correct equipment, and please don't let your kids do it because you are going to be using bleach. But that's just what you know, an idea of what you can do with it. Now, you've got enough here to do potentially 70 to 80 bracelets here. There's a lot of cord here because we have just literally gone into the summer holidays these last few days, and we understand there's going to be loads of you looking for something for your kids to do over the summer holidays. We want to be able to give you a great deal on this. This waxed cord is really, really user friendly. It's fantastic to use with all of your knotting techniques. So we're actually going to give you a really special deal for this. We have got a nice big quantity. We've got about 200 of these, okay, available for you today. We are going to give you a mega special deal. The price you're about to see, £9.95, should be over £15. £9.95 is actually not your price. Believe you and I, we've got dozens of you happy to pay £9.95, but none of you today are going to pay £9.95. Today, this is your deal for all of these spools. £7.95. £7.95. This should be over £15 today. You're getting it roughly half price. How incredible is that? Purple, green, orange, grey, yellow, dark green, beautifully displayed obviously by me, dark blue and black. Absolutely stunning. Talking about kind of colour combinations together, I think these two work together beautifully. The orange and the blue. I think the green and the orange and the blue would work really beautifully as well. Really nice colour combination there. If you wanted to go down, what about these two? They're nice. I like that. What about the grey and the yellow? Like that? That's nice. What about the dark green and the orange? That looks nice together. Lovely. Mix those colours up, really, really mix them up. Like I said, the only reason why we're taking this so low is we do realise summer holidays, summer vacation, you know, it is a time of year when there are only so many theme parks you can go to, there are only so many times you can go on a picnic, there are only so many bike rides you can go on. And let's face it, going to a theme park, do you know how much it is to get into, I'm not going to say the name of the theme park, but if you want to send me free tickets, that'd be great. But you're not going to now because I'm going to say how expensive you are to get into. Yeah. Thingy Towers, yeah? Isn't it about 40, is it £40 for an adult to get in? £50 for an adult? And how many hours are you there for? Let's say you're there for what, 5 hours? You have to queue for an hour to get on a ride, potentially 5 rides. That is such an expensive day out. Then you've got to get the petrol or the train or the bus journey there. You've got to buy lunch as well. Well, you might want to take your lunch in with you, but you know, that is an expensive day. Or just stick your kids in the garden. It's nice and sunny out there. Or stick them in the living room. Give them some of this. Stick them a Cromway DVD on. Go for it. £7.95. Done. And you get something to show for it other than one of those awful photos where you're all going, ah! Or whatever. Or you've got some guy's hand over your face on a ride, and you know, it's just dreadful, isn't it? You do always have to take a change of clothes because you get soaked on the log flume. Or scared witless on the rides that kind of zoom you in. Oh, it's just awful. But you can see how many people are coming through for this. You can see how many people are saying, yeah, do you know what, actually, Carol, I agree with you. Not many people do agree with me. A lot of people think I talk the biggest load of baloney ever. But honestly, that is, you know, you want to find something useful and something really creative and something that you're going to have something to show at the end of the day to do over the summer holidays. This is a great way of doing it. Get our DVDs as well. Get our macrame and kumihimo DVDs as well. They are absolutely fantastic. But it's not all about what getting your kids and nieces and nephews involved with making pieces of jewellery. You can make the most sophisticated pieces using wax cord as well. We've seen what Deb has done using the S-long cord from that kit today. You could do almost exactly the same design using this wax cord, couldn't you?
You can, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Definitely. You know, use it with pearls, use it with some of our smaller gems of distinction strands. You know, if you want to get monofilament in there as well, you can use these to create some really sophisticated, very, very grown-up pieces of genuine gemstone jewellery. You really, really can. 80 metres of wax cord there for £7.95. And like I say, it should have been over £15. It was going to be £9.95. But because we had a nice big quantity and because we understand that so many of you are just looking for crafty things to do over the summer holidays, we understand this is a great opportunity for you to do that. Not to mention, we've got loads and loads of multi-buys now, which is fantastic. You know, if you're stocking up maybe for summer holidays and half terms and Easter holidays, you know, it's a great way of stocking up. If you like making wish bracelets as well, you're going to easily get even more than 80 bracelets out of this. You know, if you're just making single strand wish bracelets, which are so popular at craft fairs, they're absolutely fantastic. Well done. 66 chances remaining in the building now. Well done. Gorgeous. All right. Oh, yeah. We're going to do the what? The hamster. Why did I think you said the hamster? Next, we're going to do the hamster. Oh, do you know what? Some really good friends of ours, their daughter's just got a hamster. Guess what she's called it? Boris. She sent us a card that she's drawn with a picture of Boris on. She drew a picture of Boris. He's really cute. You know how kids draw. It's just so beautiful, isn't it? It's got like a big body and little feet. Really sweet. Right, okay. Do you fancy bagging a deal? Tell you what, this deal is in the bag. It really is. If you're watching the show on Tuesday, why did I say Tuesday? I didn't mean to say Tuesday. If you're watching the show on Saturday, where myself and Linda were on the show, you might have seen a lovely lady called Sheila who came into the studio and showed us the pieces of genuine gemstone jewellery that she had made most recently on our workshops. She, this year so far, has been on 16, I repeat, 16 workshops. Yeah, so far this year. She's got another 4 to come on this year. quite incredible. Lovely, lovely, lovely lady. Anyway, she came onto the show and she showed you some of the pieces of jewellery that she'd made. And she had displayed them all in this, the JewelleryMaker portfolio bag. This is one of my absolute favourite bags. I've only ever bought you this bag a couple of times. Every single time I've tried to bring it to you, either the quantity's been way too low or it's just simply sold out and we haven't had it. We've literally just got it back in stock. Brilliant. Now, this bag is awesome. Let me show you what you're going to be getting. You've got the lovely JewelleryMaker stripes on it, which I just love, 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 love. You've got the JewelleryMaker label there, which is lovely. Nice and sewn on, nice stitched on label there. You've got a nice zippy pocket at the top there. Nice lined stripes in there. Okay, so you can put bits and pieces in there. Great size for a tablet as well if you have a tablet, you know, the kind of electronic tablets. You can pop those in there. You've also got, on the outside of this bag, a handle to hold it with at the top here. You've also got your shoulder strap, which I'll just get out quickly. You've got your shoulder strap, which you can alter the length of it. Absolutely fantastic, okay. You can take the strap off it, or you can put it back on, fantastic. You've also got a Velcro style pocket there, okay. Now, this is the exciting bit. This is the really, I just want to make sure I haven't missed any pockets out. No, I haven't. Okay, so you unzip the bag. What do you get inside? Loads and loads of these. You get lovely, 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 lovely deep pockets here. This one here is the whole of there. That is an entire pocket there. You've got these smaller pockets as well, which are just so lovely. Got these really, really little ones here, which are great for displaying earrings in, putting little projects in, little gemstones in. They're absolutely lovely, lovely, lovely. So you're going to be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this bag here. Sorry, in this pocket here. You're then on this page, you're going to be getting long ones, which are great for putting bracelets in. Absolutely fantastic for putting your bracelets in. They really are lovely. Look at this one here. You just want us to kind of hold them in place, maybe with a bit of sellotape. Then you can display your bracelets in here. Great if you want to take pieces of jewellery to show a potential client, you know, a potential customer who you're going to be making pieces for. You've got 3 pockets down this side as well, which are just awesome. Again, long, thin ones. Then here, you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smaller pockets, okay, which are wonderful. And you've also got on this side 1, 2, 3, 4 large pockets as well. Now, this is all fantastic. What you can also do is take the centre bits out, take these centre bits out. So when you get to your craft stall, if you want to display your pieces, you absolutely can. If you want to display your, your business cards, you absolutely can. Once you've finished with them, simply put them back in the Velcro, close it up, and you're ready to go, okay? It's simple, it's easy to use, okay? If you want to take these out all together and then put more stuff on the inside of this, fantastic. Also makes a great little case if you have those little small notebook style laptops. It's an absolutely fantastic case for those. It's a really, really handy case to have if you are a designer, if you have lots of commissions, if you go traveling a lot, if you do lots of craft fairs. It's going to give you that really, really professional edge. Now, Natasha says, I have my bag, love it, so do the kids, they all want one. Do you know what? You know those loom bands or whatever they're called, which are really popular at the minute? They come in those trays, don't they, with loads of different colours in, loads of different kind of sections in. You could kind of maybe put your loom bands in these little pockets here, couldn't you? Your kind of loom band designs. This isn't just for people who are into jewellery making. This is for you if you're into cake decorating and you want to put your little individual cutters or your little individual bits of sugarcraft in these as well. If you're into scrapbooking as well and you cut out loads of shapes and loads of different pictures, you can kind of have them all here. You know, if you're into card making, this section here could be for cards that you make for baby girls, for baby boys. This one here is for retirement cards. This one here is for birthday cards for men and for ladies. So you might have cut out pictures of trains here and flowers here. I know it's all very kind of generic, but you get what I'm saying, yeah? So it's not just for jewellery makers, it's for anyone who's a crafter, anyone who is into any kind of craft. And when you are a crafter, one of the most important things you can ever be is prepared and also organised. To have to be organised and to be able to say, oh, I knew I had something somewhere. I knew I had those cut out pictures somewhere. Where are they? Oh, let me have a look in here. And you found them. You know exactly where they're going to be. Okay, these are just great. This is such a great bag, and it's all there ready for you to take away with you. Now, price point wise for this, it is an absolute steal. I don't know if you've seen on the internet the kind of prices you can pay for organisational bags like these, for bags which you can take away with you, for bags which keep everything really nice and organised and set out and safe. How much have you seen bags like this for in the past? Today, and this is the first time I've ever bought you such a huge quantity of this, and believe you or not, you are really reacting to this. There are so many people coming through to get this on the web and on the phone lines. It really is incredible. The price for this portfolio bag is off the scale. It's just incredible. And it's the kind of deal that's going to make you want to come in to get not just one, but 2 or 3 or 4. Do you know someone who is going to want one of these, is going to need one of these? Absolutely. And at this price point, brilliant. I think £14.95p is not only competitive, but it's the kind of price, I think if it was $19.95, I'd be looking at it and thinking, yeah, that's just under £20. I can justify that. At $14.95, I'm thinking, do you know what? I could do with 2 of those. And I could do with one of these, and I know that my mum could do with one of these because she's into papercraft. I know my dad could do with one of these to put his fishing tackle in and bits like that. I know that my sister could do with one of these because she loves scrapbooking and making little cuddly animals as well. Tons of you coming through to get this now. Teresa from Dorset, exceeded expectations, will be very practical and useful bag. What do you reckon to this, Deb? I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant as well. What I like about it is the quality of the materials it's made with. Good quality, isn't it? It is. It's and also the case itself is washable and you can clean it, and so it stays looking new. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can keep it looking really nice and new. All of these zippy pockets, like I say, you've got your 6 here, which can be for bracelets. They're nice, long, thin pockets here. So you've got 6 here. You've also got these pockets here. These ones are all slightly smaller, so you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If you go to art college, or if you go to textile college, and you're looking for something to keep all your sewing needles in and bits of thread and bits of cut-off swatches as well. A nice big pocket here. Really lovely big. I love the fact these are see-through pockets. They're just fantastic. Yeah, and that really helps. You've got your 1, 2, 3, 4 big pockets here as well. But if you're going to be making a piece of jewellery for somebody for their wedding, and you want to take swatches of fabric, and you want to take a few little beads that you got from a haberdashery, or a photo of something you saw at a vintage fair, absolutely fantastic. It's a great way of displaying all of that. It's going to make you look and feel so much more professional. I love it. Absolutely awesome. Well done. Great deal. Now, how about, is this a brand new strand? Oh yeah, brand new strand. It is a brand new strand, everyone. This is is it 11:45? Are you? Seriously? What's happened to today? Blimey. Here we go. Rainbow Moonstone graduated faceted drops. Now, the majority of times I've bought you Moonstone in the past, so Moonstone drops, they have been pretty much flat drops. They've been a bit puffy, a little bit three-dimensional, but effectively they've been fairly flat, which is lovely. These, these are like briolette style drops. What do I mean by that? They're big, they're plump, they're chunky, they're gorgeous. Look at these. I'm just going to hold these like that. Don't you love them? Don't you wish your Moonstone looked like this? Don't you wish your Moonstone had shilla like this? Don't ya? Well, it can do. It can do. Honestly, it can do. This is beautiful. Now, you are going to be getting that beautiful white background, but because of the incredible phenomena around this gemstone, you are going to be getting something called shilla, which is light reflecting from the inner layers inside this incredible gemstone. So you're going to be getting blue, peach, pink shilla. Absolutely gorgeous. Check it out. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful faceting. And like I say, it's hardly ever I get the chance to bring you these big, chunky, plump drops of faceted moonstone. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Stunning. Now, because these are top drilled, absolutely perfect for earrings, perfect for tassels, perfect for hair slides, perfect for fascinators as well. They're really going to stand up and look absolutely gorgeous on their own. You would only need one in the centre of a pendant. Central ones are absolutely gigantic, aren't they? You're looking at gemstones around about 9 by 6 to 13 by 9. They're amazing. 28 centimetre strands here. Absolutely delish. Really, really delicious. Now, price point wise for this is exceptional, and I do mean exceptional. 130 carats here. Absolutely gorgeous amount of schiller here. Price point wise, here we go. Now, £18.95 for this. That's great, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. For a beautiful quality faceted strand of rainbow moonstone graduated drops. They're big, they're plump, they're chunky, and they're faceted as well. Just gorgeous. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. You're only paying £2.95 P&P per order. Guess what? We're going lower. We are going lower. Your price today is not £18.95. Today, £14.95. We have taken this straight down to Bargain Town. All aboard the bargain bus. That really is amazing. All aboard the bargain bus. £14.95. That is an absolutely ridiculous price point for your rainbow moonstone. Considering you've got gems in here, great for earrings, great for pendants, great for necklaces, great for bracelets. Hey, 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 you can set some of these into rings. Set them with the pointy bit, the pavilions of the gemstone pointing down, and the bottom of the gemstone pointing up. You can make some gorgeous rings. Ooh. £14.95. Well done. Great deal there for genuine rainbow moonstone. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done. I love it. Absolutely love that. With the rose quartz we bought you earlier on today, maybe with the rhodolite garnet, definitely with all that stunning sari thread. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really scintillating gemstone there. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done. Hold the lines. Hold the lines. What was that, love? Last kid of the morning, it's the last kid of the morning. Last kid of the morning, it's the last kid of the morning. Last kid of the morning, it's the last kid of the morning. Woo, woo, woo. I didn't get to sing to my daughter this morning. She was asleep when I left for work. Aww. Little pumpkin. Asleep in the oddest position. Head on the cot like that with her bum in the air. She loves it. I don't know why she likes sleeping like that. Random. Anyway, brand new kit. This is called Feel Good Fluorite. This is absolutely sensational. Is this kit going to sell out? Yeah. Has Deb made some beautiful jewellery? Yeah. It is absolutely delicious. Now, believe it or not, the kit you're about to see is actually going to the lowest price of all the kits today. I'll believe that when I see it, honestly, because I'm looking at this and thinking, how on earth is this kit going to be the lowest price kit of them all today? It probably is magic, Ollie. You're quite right. Fluorite, an amazing gemstone, where the word fluorescent comes from. Because when you get this gemstone near fluorescent and ultraviolet light, it glows. It's absolutely delish. Beautiful greens, stunning purples in here as well. You're going to be getting the most wonderful examples of zebra fluorite here as well. Can you see the kind of zebra fluorite quality? If I put it there, you should be able to see the stripes. See the stripes? This one here is particularly good. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Purples and greens all the way through this incredible strand. I just love it. And every strand's going to be unique. That's the most exciting thing about fluorite. Every strand's going to be unique. Now you're going to be getting these little silver coloured space beads as well, which are great. Isn't that nice? Keep them, save them, use them. You've also got another strand of fluorite here, much more pastel-y in colour. Some of these are close to colourless actually, which is really, really, really lovely. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Really beautiful strand there. Tiny little rounds of fluorite there. What size are these ones? These are really, really little. 3mm rounds. They're stunning, aren't they? Now, you've got your 2 strands of fluorite. You've then got a fluorite cabochon, a round coin-shaped cabochon. Isn't that amazing? And everyone's going to be different again. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? So no drill holes in this at all. And actually, we're going to see a technique with Deb in a few moments how to set one of these cabochons without having to drill through the gemstone. It's absolutely amazing because I've got no drill hole through them at all. So a fluorite cabochon and another fluorite cabochon. Ah, how cute is that? Beautiful little pear drop fluorite cabochon as well. So that's 2 fluorite cabochons and 2 strands of fluorite. You've then got your threading pack with monofilament beading thread and elastic. You've then got our newest findings pack, which is lovely. I love it, I love it, I love it. With 115 silver plated copper findings in. Woo! Have a look at those. This is our newest findings pack, everyone. Lovely. These spacer beads are amazing. They're so substantial. They're really, really heavy spacer beads, these ones. Check them out. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, so our newest findings pack with 115 silver plated copper findings. Okay, now, already I'm looking at this kit and I'm thinking, right, okay, there's cabochons in here. That adds a lot to a kit. For me, it adds a lot to a kit. Beautiful colours there. Purple and greens tend to be colours which people feel very safe and very comfortable wearing. There is a shade of green and a shade of purple which will suit absolutely everyone. And a lot of people who still do craft fairs, and a lot of you at home who do craft fairs, often find that the colours that sell best at craft fairs are purples, greens, blues and pinks. Fact. I've got 3 extras though. Yeah. 3 extras. Turquoise S-long cord. How much are you getting in each spool? Do you know? 70 metres. That sounds right. 70 metres of turquoise S-long cord. 70 metres of purple. Look how beautifully these go together. 70 metres of purple S-long thread. And 70 metres of pink S-long thread. Orchid. What a beautiful word. What a beautiful name. So you're going to be getting, these are all around about 0.4 millimetres in gauge, okay, so you're going to be getting orchid, purple and turquoise. 2 strands of fluorite, 2 fluorite cabochons, a threading pack and our newest findings pack. This is going to be the lowest price kit of all of them today. You haven't even seen the jewellery that Deb has made from this kit yet, and already this kit is on its way to selling out. It's so popular. You are going to love the price point. You're going to love the jewellery. It is going to be a sellout. Here's your price. Under £20 for everything you've got here. How incredible is that? For a kit that's got 2 cabochons in it and a kit that's got 3 lots of S-long thread in it as well. 70 metres on each spool. How amazing is that? Gorgeous. This kit is beautiful, isn't it, Deb? I absolutely love it. Talk to me about it.
Well, I was, again, I was talking to Pip about putting together the macrame kit.
Yeah.
And so again, I think they're brand new colours in this.
Interesting, okay.
But I really wanted to do something with cabochons in a kit. And it works so well with the S-long cord because the cord doesn't take away from the gemstone.
No.
It doesn't swamp it.
It just forms around the gemstone so beautifully. It just hugs the gemstone. It's quite incredible what Deb has done here. Believe it or not, Deb has set these cabochons with the S-long cord. Look at the way, I can't quite get my head around that. I think that is absolutely incredible the way you've done that. That in there, that is a cabochon. And the necklace next to it, again, that's the teardrop shaped cabochon. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that exceptional jewellery? You are clever. You must be so proud of these pieces, Deb.
I really enjoyed doing them. Time just has no sort of impact on me when I'm doing these.
Yeah,
I have no concept of how long I've been sitting.
Yeah, time disappears, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's
because
lovely.
I'm
You just
so
kind of
absorbed.
You're able to just zone out with designs like this, I'm sure. You've got a piece here which you've used no gemstones in it, or doesn't? Oh no, you've used a couple of the florets at the bottom.
Some of the really pale.
Look at those. Lovely necklace there, something you can wear absolutely every day. Similar pair of earrings to go with that necklace as well. Very, very simple, really, really sweet. And then this gorgeous piece on the end as well, where you've used the orchid coloured S-long cord. With some of the larger florets. Have you set that? Have you put the gemstone strings?
There's beading thread going through the gemstone and all the way through the necklace.
Yeah.
And then I've knotted the S-long cord on, just using the half hitches, so the same knot as we used in the Cavendoli earlier.
Clever,
but it makes really pretty chain or rope, or
absolutely, doesn't it? Just
so yeah, really pretty.
Now you're going to show us how to set the cabochons into the S-long cord. How do you do this? Wow, look how many threads you've got there.
It looks a bit scary when it's like this.
That does look scary. A mane of S-long thread.
It is a mane, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It'd be fab having hair that colour, wouldn't it?
Just.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right, so you start off with a really long length of the cord. So I used probably about 1 metre and ran it across my board. Now what I've done on my board at home, well this one, it's not at home now, is it? It's here. Oh dear. Right, what I've done, I'll hold it up and then Kerry can zoom in and see. Most of the cabochons that I have used and set with the beading thread, I'll show you on that side, is that they're all about the same depth. But the notches on the board, I'll just move that over.
Yeah.
The notches on the board are too wide. So you can
You've sliced your macrame board.
So I've sliced it halfway through the notches.
Rebel.
I know, I am.
You're a rebel.
Give me a rule and I'll break it.
Yes.
So I've put a slice in on both sides of the board, and that is more or less 90% of the gemstones that I've set in this way.
Okay, brilliant.
At that depth.
Yeah, okay.
So it then holds my bottom cord nice and still as well.
Okay.
Okay, so what we need to do is you can take off a reasonable working length. So this is probably about 2 foot long. Sorry, I'm swapping between metres and feet.
That's all right, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll forgive you.
Thank you. I won't do it again. No. So for me, the top cord is this one here, and that's the bottom one for you.
That's okay.
But if you pop the loop of your cord underneath just the top one for now, and then bring your tails through the loop and tighten it up. Okay. Okay. And then what you need to do is attach a load of threads. It's difficult to say exactly how many. What you can do is measure around your cabochon, like with a tape measure that's flexible.
Yeah.
And then it gives you then the length that you need these to. Okay. You can't gauge it exactly. So once you've got all your cords attached in that way, let me just pull that one underneath. Yeah, okay. That's when you put on your second cord and pop it into the slots. Yeah. So then again, in exactly the same way as we did for the other necklace, yes, we put underneath the bottom cord, yeah, you pop the end of the thread and pull it through the loop, and you repeat that. just pull it.
Gorgeous, okay.
And then onto the next one. So for all of your cords, you do 2 knots on each cord.
Yeah. And you're getting almost kind of like a weaved kind of, like a border to hold the gemstone in now, aren't you? I can totally see where this is going.
That then becomes like the bezel.
Yes, thank you, yes, absolutely. That's the word I was looking for.
Your gem. So it works on any shape.
And that's a good tip, what you said about measuring the gemstone circumference and transferring that to the measurement of threads that you've got on the board, so then you know you have enough to go around the gemstone.
You can measure it, take it off the board and just measure it around. And what I tend to do is I usually do more than I need, because then if I have too many, I can pull a few off. It's dead easy to do that, and I'll use them elsewhere in the design then. Right, so we've got our curtain of cords all coming down. So now what I need to do is whip it off the board. Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is the magic bit, but it's probably going to misbehave now, isn't it?
Well, there you go.
Live TV, warm hands, slippery gemstone.
That's all right, don't worry. If it happens, it happens.
Just put your safety goggles on.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, I've not made loads of mistakes today. I thought I had
you have
2
made
or 3.
One.
Yeah.
I've made 1.
What's that coming in?
I can't remember the one you did earlier on, and you apologised to me and said that's okay.
Right.
Anyway.
So this is then where our gemstone is going to fit. So if I turn it that way and see if Kerry can zoom in on that.
There you go, gorgeous.
Okay. So you've got your curtain there, and it folds round. Okay, and then all you do is tie your ends together.
Oh, see, that is so simple. That looks so intricate, and that's actually really, really simple.
Really simple.
So what happens if you've done too many of these? Do you just take some of them off?
Yep. So if I've done too many, and this is maybe a little bit loose, all I do, let me put the gemstone down for a sec. Okay, is pinch one of your cords,
and take them off.
And whoops.
And you just take them off, don't you?
Yep. Pull, 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 and it slips off the end, and then you can use that cord somewhere else in your design. You can reattach it, so you can take another one off, and you can see it just slides through.
Yeah, isn't that great? Oh, that's not difficult at all, is it?
No.
No, that's really easy.
So that's how you do that. And obviously if you haven't made it long enough, all you do is fix it back onto your board in the same place and put a few more on.
Yeah, lovely.
So just simple, straightforward overhand knots, and you'll find that if you do knot the top and the bottom cords, and then pull it tight once your gemstone's in, it takes a little bit of tweaking.
Before the gems in there, okay.
Yeah. So that's quite closely tied. On there. But what I do is pop the gemstone in from the bottom.
Oh, look how that fits.
And just feed it in. Probably taking too many cords off now. And then just...
Wow, that really does fit in snugly, doesn't it?
It's really tight. Okay. And then what you can do is just, usually if you pull these, they tighten up.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
If they don't tighten up for you, then, hang on, they won't if you pull in the wrong cord. Then you can unpick it, and I've lost the cord now. You can unpick it and just using your T-pins.
Yeah.
And there, it's that one. And then just...
it's really strong as well, isn't this cord?
It's
That's
mega
incredible.
strong, yeah. yeah, you can unpick it and retie them a bit tighter.
I think that's great.
A bit more. And then once you've done that, you just separate your cords out, and you work round from there. So it takes a little while just to get it completely right and get this as tight as you can. And then what you can do is move these around so that then your gem's completely encased.
Isn't that gorgeous?
So I just then work the design
that is
from there.
so much simpler than I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be really, really advanced and very, very tricky. Actually, that is a really fantastically simple technique. Isn't that gorgeous? And not a dab of glue or a drill hole inside. That is so impressive, isn't it? Thank you so much for that, Deb. That's gorgeous.
Right.
Perfect. Let's go see some of your designs on the Wall of Fame. I've got number 103 here. This is from Pam, who says, this is a set that my mum made using your stones and findings and an old bookmark that she modified to create the centre pendant. It's a necklace, bracelet and earrings. I hope you like it. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant.
You have a very clever mum. Isn't that gorgeous? Well done. Best of luck.
101. It says beady beads, exclamation mark.
Oh, yeah.
Green dyed plain quartz rounds, 2 small beady beads and 1 slightly larger in the centre on a silver chain, using JewelleryMaker products, quick and easy to make. And that's from Fiona Clements.
Thanks, Fiona. That's gorgeous. How about number 104? Beautiful pearls, gorgeous set of jewellery from Julie, who says, I hope you like my latest entry. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to enter for a while due to work commitments. And I have to say, I miss your show dreadfully. You all brighten up my days. Oh, that's good to know. And I'm sorry you haven't been able to watch us for a while, lovey. The pieces have been made for my best friend's for one of my best friend's daughters, whose prom was last week. She looked absolutely gorgeous. Gemstones, I've used a 4mm and 6mm pearls and 2mm clear quartz rounds and your silver findings. This is also the first time I've used any hair pieces. I hope you like them. Keep up the great bargains and the wonderful sparkle you all bring. I think that's absolutely gorgeous, and that is such classic jewellery. I bet she looked amazing in it. Beautiful, well done, and best of luck to you.
Okay, 102 is from Trish in Cheshire, Patricia Birch. Hi everyone at JewelleryMaker. I hope you're all well. I've made this necklace out of the beautiful and very versatile wire from JM. I have also put on a really stunning rose quartz in the centre and findings from one of the many kits that I've bought. The quality of all the gems and findings are second to none, and the shows and all the presenters are brilliant. And anyone watching who has any reservations about buying off TV, please don't. You will be elated at receiving your first purchase. Thank you all at JM. Love, Trish in Cheshire.
Thanks, Trish. I've got an entry here from Alexandra Cooper, number 105. Lovely, lovely colours here. This is my latest entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made this necklace from aquamarine, jet and peridot jewel enamel using the teardrop silicone mould, magnesite and peridot plain rounds, all from JewelleryMaker, and silver plated findings from my stash. This necklace also looks great on the reverse. I had so much fun making this necklace, and the new moulds are great. Thanks, JewelleryMaker. That's from Alexandra. I thought that was abalone.
Yes, I did.
I thought it was abalone. That's awesome. That's jewel enamel. How cool is that?
I can see it now, she said, but yeah.
You just assume it's abalone.
Yeah, definitely.
Alexandra, that's absolutely gorgeous, and best of luck to you. You're number 105. Right, Rainbow Moonstone coming up in a few seconds. We've also got another sneaky little trade deal for you as well. Do not go anywhere.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you will receive 20% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and JewelleryMaker tutorials. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. If you love classic jewellery, then why not come and join guest designer Gemma Crow on our vintage workshop. Gemma will guide you through various beading and wirework techniques which will inspire you to create timeless designs from a bygone era. The full course includes a selection of wire, a selection of findings and charms, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $69.95. Have a blast from the past and take home some amazing designs. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
You can now keep in touch by liking JewelleryMaker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker are having a web exclusive sale on 925 sterling silver. Head over to our website now and take advantage of up to 75% off. All stock must go, but be quick because if you miss it, you'll miss out.
Right. Rainbow Moonstone. Graduated plain rondelles. Smooth and beautifully decadent, aren't they? I love Moonstone. It's a member of the feldspar family, and you get this awesome, awesome kind of smokiness with Rainbow Moonstone. It's really, really beautiful. This gem has got more myth and legend attached to it than I've had hot dinners. It really, really does. Prized by all ancient civilizations. It's a gem which many of us are familiar with because of its incredible phenomena. It is our mission here at JewelleryMaker to be able to bring you genuine gemstones for the best possible prices, for prices which are simply incredible. And today this strand is for you. If you have ever seen a strand of Moonstone on JewelleryMaker before and you've thought, you know what, I love the size, I love the shape, I love the quality I'm going to be getting, but that price point, if that price was only just a couple of pounds lower, then I'd get it. This is for you. Honestly, 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 this is for you. It's a totally natural variety of Moonstone. There's been it hasn't been dyed, hasn't been diffused, nothing, literally nothing has been done to this incredible genuine gemstone. Absolutely gorgeous quality you're going to be getting here. You've got some blues there, some gorgeous peaches and pinks coming out of it as well. It really is absolutely stunning. Like I say, we take genuine gemstones down to prices which other people would not dare take prices down to. We give you deals which other people would not dare offer you. Why? Okay, well, because our customer base is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because we are specialists in genuine gemstones and nothing else really, just genuine gemstones, that's all we want to be able to bring you. We are able to demand really fantastic prices when we are shopping for genuine gemstones. Not only that, but we are able to buy not one or two of these incredible strands. We're able to bring you strands like this, and we're able to order 200 or 300 at a time. Because of that, we are able to pass you a fantastic saving, because our margins are absolutely tiny here at JewelleryMaker. They're not big at all. You imagine some places that have margins which are, you know, oh, I don't know, 80%, 70, 80%, and margins we work on here are absolutely tiny by comparison. And that basically means that we can bring you fantastic savings. We can bring you beautiful genuine gemstones like this, full of quality, full of schiller, full of stunning phenomena, which you would expect to get, and we're able to bring you them for prices like the ones we'll be able to bring you today for this. Now, the deal we're going to offer you today, like I said, is for anybody who's ever seen a strand of Moonstone and thought, you know what, I love that, I love the quality, I love that schiller, if only if it was just a couple of pounds lower. This is going to be a bit of a PR price, a try us out price. If you are wanting to try, if you're wanting to try out JewelleryMaker for the first time today, try our quality out, try our prices out, try our products out, this is the one to do it with. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee. You're only paying £2.95p per order, which lasts for the entire day. Today is your day. This is Moonstone at one of the lowest prices ever. I don't like that price there. In fact, I hate that price there because it's so close. It's so close. It's so close. That was meant to be £9.95. It's £8.95 now. It's £8.95. Let's get this one out there. £8.95 for genuine Moonstone. We're not talking about little chips, little nuggets. We're talking about individually drilled, polished, beautiful quality rainbow moonstones, now yours for under £9. It was meant to be £10.95 today. We decided, you know what, let's take it to £9.95. Dion has taken it upon herself to take it down to £8.95. An absolutely stunning price. And you know, I would advise, you know, if you want to get 3 or 4 of these strands, because each one's going to be so different. If you want to get 2, 3, 4 of these strands, do it. Get them home. You'll have all the intention of getting them home and maybe sending 3 or 4 back and keeping 1. In actual fact, you'll probably end up keeping them all. I would. £8.95 for genuine, natural, beautiful moonstone, rainbow moonstone with so much quality, with so much beautiful schiller. It's absolutely gorgeous, and under a tenner as well. So if you've ever seen a strand of moonstone at home and you've seen it on JewelleryMaker and you've thought, do you know what, I love it. If only if it was a couple of pounds lower, this is the one for you. £8.95. Now, how can you set gemstones of this kind of quality? I would want to get as much light into these as possible. So my thinking is maybe earrings, definitely charms on bracelets, something where the light is going to be able to get to these all the way around. If you wanted to set more than one gemstone on maybe a pendant, I would get one of these smaller ones, that one there maybe, a medium-sized one, and a larger one, and just kind of stack them on top of each other. Definitely using the metallic spacer beads we bought you today, and that would be a gorgeous pendant. Or if you did it kind of twice over, a beautiful pair of earrings. Absolutely stunning. £8.95. There's no way I would sell a pair of earrings with just 2 or 3 of these gemstones in for anywhere near £5 or £6. So really, even if you sold those earrings for £10 a pair, you've easily made that little bit of a profit, that little bit of money back on the entire strand that you have bought. What a treat, a fantastic treat for you today. And like I say, £8.95 for genuine moonstone. Loads and loads and loads of multi-bidders, which is great to see. And if you want to try JewelleryMaker out for the first time today, try out our quality, try out the calibre of gemstones we can bring you here on JewelleryMaker, and for the incredible prices we can offer you, do it today. Do it with this strand here. Absolutely amazing. Well done. Still got people coming through for this. Well done. Now I've got a trade offer for you now. This is a trade offer, a genuine trade offer. Okay, now. Ooh. Ooh. When I did my Christmas market a couple of years ago, I set up my stall on the first day, and I had all my pearl pieces in the centre of my stall. I had necklaces up on some boxes which I'd covered with fabric. I had a general display going on. I then realised after the first day that what I needed was I needed more levels, and I needed to display my jewellery in a much more efficient way so customers could pick them up and look at them. I needed to have a mirror on hand so they could pick up earrings and hold them to their ear. So the next week when I had my next Christmas market, because I think I did about half a dozen of them leading up to Christmas, and I went prepared. I had some earring stands. I was able to display my jewellery a lot better. I was displaying some of my jewellery on mirrors. I had a mirror for people to kind of look at earrings up to their ear. I was much more prepared. You would not believe the difference it makes. The difference it makes when you display your jewellery on a craft stall. The difference it makes when you have items like this, professional items like this, to display your jewellery. It is absolutely incredible, the difference it makes. And not to mention which, if you don't do craft fairs, that's absolutely fine. That's, it's absolutely your choice. At home, you might not want to put your earrings away in little boxes. You might not want to put a ring that you're particularly fond of or you're particularly proud of away in a box. You might want to have it out. You might want to have it out and display it on your dressing room table. You might want to display it on your windowsill. You might want to have your wedding ring and your engagement ring perhaps on one of these ring holders on your bedside table. You might want to, you might not want to put them away in a drawer. Just put this on your bedside table with your favourite rings on. It's a lovely way of displaying your jewellery at home. The reason why we call this a trade deal is because the deal that we're going to offer you, price-wise, is exceptional. It's exceptional. Dare I say it, a trade offer. Okay. Also consider the amount of people who do craft fairs who want deals like this all the time. At the minute, we haven't bought you the price or anything. I've got an equal measure of a telephone and web bidders who are coming through. Almost all of you are multi-buying, almost all of you, which is indicative of just how useful things like this are for you if you do craft fairs and if you want to display your jewellery nicely at home. I've got a lovely picture here, actually, a Wall of Fame entry that's been sent in by Barbara Duffin of a pair of gorgeous chainmail earrings displayed on the very earring posts display posts that we're bringing you today. They're stunning, gorgeous. Look how lovely they sit and hang. And they look so much nicer hung up, don't they, than if they were flat on a surface, flat on a table. It allows the light to get to them, it allows the earrings to move. Really important that happens. It's going to allow people to see your jewellery in the best possible light. If you're going to be selling your pieces on, it's going to allow your pieces of jewellery to be seen in the best possible light. So what are you going to be getting as part of this deal? You're going to be getting a large, medium and small pair of earring display posts. Large, medium and small. Okay, even the small ones are large though. And you're going to be getting 3 of your ring display posts as well. So you could pop 3 rings on that. In fact, you could probably put more than 3 rings on there. You can kind of double some of these up as well. Really lovely. Most of you are multi-buying. Are you multi-buying because you are doing craft fairs? Are you multi-buying because we hardly ever get the chance to bring you deals like this? Are you multi-buying because you want to display your jewellery really nicely at home? Are you multi-buying because you are going to be going to a jewellery party and you want to display your jewellery nicely, or you're going to be running a hem party where people are going to be making pieces? I really cannot sing these kind of things, their praises enough. They will make a vast difference to your craft store. They really will. Displaying your jewellery on posts like this and on display posts like this, it will make a huge difference. You will look more professional. You will feel more professional. Your jewellery is going to look more professional. It's going to look better. It will make your jewellery look better. It will allow the gemstones to move, the earrings to move, the pieces to move beautifully. Okay. I cannot tell you how much of a difference this is going to make to the way your jewellery looks. Now, price point wise, there is a reason why so many of you are multi-buying, and it's because of the price, I think, as well. How useful these are, and of course the price. The price for these 6 components today is exceptional. I would advise that you multi-buy. We do have a fantastic quantity of these. But how many of these do we have? 400. Okay. Well, we did have 400. We don't have 400 anymore, but we did have 400, okay? These are going to go very quickly. For the price that we're going to show you today, you are going to get all 3 of these earring display posts, and you are going to get all 3 of these ring display posts as well. So you're going to get everything you can see here, okay? The price point is absolutely sensational, and here it is. If I knew back when I did my first Christmas market that having earrings on posts like this and having rings displayed on posts like this was going to make such a difference, and I knew how much of a difference it was going to make, I would have bought 10 lots of these. Honestly, I would have done. The fact of the matter is, it makes such a huge difference, doesn't it? I mean, Deb, what are your thoughts on something like this?
Well, I worked in retail jewellery for about 8 or 10 years, something like that.
Okay.
And I did a lot of window displays, and you know, the amount of stands and displays that you need. Yeah. Because you need to get the height and you need to get some depth to your display. And yes. It just makes it all look so much better.
It does, doesn't it?
And your customers, instead of having to sort of have to pick things up and basically mess around with your display. Absolutely. It's there for them to see. So
that's a good point, actually. If you've got a piece of jewellery that's flat on a surface, like a pair of rings which is flat on a surface, and someone goes to pick them up, they're going to get the fingerprints all over the gemstones. They're going to touch the piece of jewellery, which can kind of just make it a little bit mucky. By holding a post like this, and just simply holding a post and just holding it up to their ear, they can see the piece of jewellery in situ. It's going to keep nice and clean. You know, it's really, really. It's just going to make everything look better. And you brought up an interesting point, having depth to your display as well. Yes. These really can create the levels and the depths that you might be looking for to make your display, to make your stall or your shop look fantastic.
Yep. It's vital, because you've got to make somebody want to come and see what you've got. Absolutely. Otherwise, they're just going to walk past, and you know, that's not why you're standing there. Yeah, you're standing there to engage people and
I mean, what is going to draw people into your jewellery stall? Having you standing behind your stall with lots of jewellery kind of flat on a table, or having things like this, having these standing on boxes that you've covered in fabric or covered in really nice wrapping paper or wallpaper. You know, having these is going to make that huge difference. We started off with 400 of these, and we are down to under 250. We don't actually have that many available. I've got so many of you calling through for these and getting through on the website for these. It really is, these are going to go very quickly. As you can see, they are going very quickly. And it's so fantastic that whether you're going to be coming through to get these for craft fairs, or you're going to be coming through to get these for jewellery to display at home, it is going to make such a huge difference to your genuine gemstone jewellery. We are roughly, we've roughly got less than 200 left. Our counter can't actually keep up with how many of these have actually gone. We've got less than 200 left now. Well done, so that's absolutely fantastic. But if you want to multi-buy these, you're not paying any more in P&P. Just £2.95 P&P per order. You can come through and get 11 boxes of these, and it's not going to make a difference to your P&P. Just £2.95 P&P. And honestly, you've spent your time, your energy, your money making these beautiful pieces of genuine gemstone jewellery. When you come to sell them on, the least you can do is display them really beautifully and give them the kind of stage they deserve. They deserve to be shown on a centre stage like this, don't they? They really do. Well done. Still got dozens of you calling through for these. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. And it's lovely to see so many of you multi-buying as well. Do you know what? I love the thought of coming in to maybe get 2 of these packs and then having earrings kind of like that, and then going up as well, you know, creating that kind of V design. Yeah. There are so many different ways in which you can display your pieces. And actually a good tip, and I found this, I noticed this at my local market. We've got a local farmer's market, and a fruit and veg man who is there most weeks. And one thing that he always does is he's always moving things around on his stall. Whether he's selling it or not, he's always moving things around. Yeah. Because I think the busier you can make yourself look, the busier you can make your stall look, the more people are going to buy, the more people are going to come over.
But
so always mix it up, I think.
What happens is every time you take a display out of a window, or you move something on your stall, people who've walked past once will clock that it's not there now. And they come in and they'll talk to you. because every single time we changed the window display in the jewellery shop where I worked, people would come in and say, you had a ring in the window, I really like it, I want that ring.
Because they thought they'd missed out.
Are you getting another one? Yeah, so they'd come in. So it's the same thing, people register that it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And then they'll come and talk to you about it.
Isn't that interesting? So, you know what I've seen the fruit and veg man do at my local market, kind of, just
That's
kind of move things around. You can do that with these as well. Make your stall look really, really busy. But these are great tools. These are the kind of tools that you need. And it's so simple, but it will make such a gigantic difference to your jewellery. It will undoubtedly help your jewellery sell. It will make people feel more confident coming up to your stall and picking pieces of jewellery, because a lot of people don't want to pick jewellery because they don't want to break it. They're scared they're going to break it. They're scared that you're going to tell them to put it down. It's going to make people feel more comfortable and a lot more confident with coming to your stall and having a look at bits and pieces, having a look at a beautiful pair of earrings and seeing them effectively in situ. Seeing them, seeing how they fall, seeing how they turn, seeing how the light reflects from the gemstones. It's just going to do you the world of good, the world of good. It really, really will do. And displaying your beautiful rings as well on these as well. Stunning, absolutely gorgeous. Well done. So for 3 of your ring mounts and for 3 of your earring posts, I think that's absolutely fantastic. And I would multi-buy, absolutely, so you can create those really lavish stalls come Christmas time, and come our next trade show, you're going to see deals like this, and they're just going to go. Because this hasn't been brought to you on a trade show, the quantity is undoubtedly going down slower than it would do on a trade show. But I quite like that. I quite like that, because if it was a trade show, this deal would have gone right now and you'd have been too slow. So get it now, get it now. This isn't a specialist trade show, but it is definitely a specialist trade deal within this show today. Well done. 138 chances still remaining, but they are going. They really, really are going. Well done. Great deal. Sorry, which one? Ah, lovely. Clasps. The yellow gold plated ones. Ooh, nice. I didn't know these were yellow gold plated silver. Nice, nice, nice. Right, let's pop those there. Yeah. Oi, 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 oi. Here we go. So, these are all yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver. These are all extender chains with lobster claw clasps on. They are absolutely lovely. Ribbon ends like this, especially of the precious metal variety, are like gold dust. As you can see, you've got your extender chain with a lobster claw clasp. On the, this is interesting, on this little part of the clasp here, the bit that actually opens and closes, the kind of spring-loaded bit, there is a 95 stamp on it. You probably won't be able to see it, but there is a 95 stamp, which signifies that what you are working with, what you're holding, is precious metal, yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver. Okay, so you've got your extended chain. You'll notice on the end of the clasp, you've got these little jaws here, which are to capture things like ribbon, beading thread, all sorts of cords, satin cord, waxed cord, any of the cords that we bought you today, really. That beautiful sari silk. The key is here, they are precious metal. I can't remember the last time I bought you ribbon endings which were precious metal. These are really, really special. They're all yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver. What does that mean? Okay, well, first of all, it means that because it's precious metal, these clasps are going to be really workable. They're going to be very malleable. They're going to be nice and soft to work with. They're also going to be very, very strong. Second of all, if you are someone who's allergic to precious metals, or you want to use these with sorry, if you're not allergic to precious metal, if you're allergic to base metals, this is going to be fantastic for you, because of course it's precious metal. It's yellow gold plated silver. Not to mention which, you've also got the opportunity to use these with some of your more precious gemstones, your big 5, your sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamonds, tanzanite. The sapphire we bought you today, the Songea Sapphire we bought you today. Feel free to use this gorgeous Songea Sapphire with these clasps, because they are precious metal. Use them with the pearls that we bought you earlier on today. Use them with the rhodonite garnets, maybe even with the Moonstone. It really is your choice. Details for the Songea Sapphire are actually at the bottom of the screen there. That's amazing, amazing strand there, by the way. So you've got 6 of your precious metal clasps here with extender chains with your ribbon ends as well to capture your ribbons or whatever kind of threading material you want to use. Okay, price point for these is exceptional. It really, really is exceptional. For 6 clasps, all of them made beautifully, all of them ready to use literally in a moment. This is your price point. £10.95 for all 6 clasps. I want to show you actually not just the extender chains, which you can see quite clearly there, and the ribbon ends. Look at the lobster claw clasp part of it. The mechanism on these clasps is absolutely beautiful, and I love the quality with which these open and close. I know that sounds like a funny thing to say and a funny thing to kind of point out, but it is an important thing to point out. If you ever bought a piece of jewellery that's cost you maybe a couple of pounds, and it's, you know, it's not base metal, it's not genuine gemstones, it's plastic or glass or whatever it is. And the lobster claw clasp works for maybe 2 or 3 occasions when you wear it and then it just breaks. This is all spring-loaded. This is really beautifully manufactured. So you've got this precious metal quality and you've got quality right the way through to the mechanism of the clasp as well. When you're going to be selling people pieces of jewellery which contain precious metal, you want to know that the clasp is going to work. I know it sounds like a funny thing to say, but it's like an integral, you know, it's an integral part of the piece of genuine gemstone jewellery. You want to make sure that the piece is going to work and that the findings are going to work and stand the test of time. Sheena has said, wow, those sapphires with the cord ends in the ring, in the ring Deb did recently would be fab.
It was an amethyst ring. I think it lives on the shelf over there quite a lot of the time. And it was ribbon cord ends with some wire.
Yeah.
And then you trap the wires using the ribbon cord ends.
Yeah.
And then on the cord end, the piece where the jump ring and chain usually come from, you bend that up at a right angle.
Right.
And then using some wire,
you
put the wire through the holes
that
you've got standing up and thread your gemstones on.
That sounds amazing, yeah.
Then crimp beads on either end of the wire.
Just think if we can find the ring for Deb.
And crimp bead covers. Is it on the shelf,
that
on the bottom
amazing.
shelf? I've seen it come from there a couple of times.
We're just going to see if we can find it for you, Deb, because that sounds absolutely amazing. An amethyst ring, you say?
Yeah. It was...
What about the bottom shelf with those busts on there? I don't know. There are loads of ways in which you can use these. And Deb's brought up a really good point there, actually. Using the ribbon ends, using extender chains, using lobster claw clasps, not necessarily what they're meant to be used as. So using these ribbon ends, not to capture ribbon, but to actually help set a gemstone. That sounds absolutely incredible. We're going to have to see if we can find that.
It's disappeared.
Anyway.
It was on there a couple of weeks ago.
We've got 32 chances remaining. I think these are probably going to sell out. For precious metal findings like this, think outside the box. How can you use them? They're absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Well done. Sorry, say again, love. Fantastic. Well done. 29 opportunities remaining there. Well done. Gorgeous. You can tell they're precious metal as well. They feel really, really lovely. Here we go. So, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Here we go. Genuine gemstones. Here we go. Oi, oi, oi. Oh. 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 4 strands. Exactly the same size. Exactly the same shape. But they all look different. This is called 4x4. Was it 2x2? The animals went in 2x2, hurrah, hurrah! The animals went in 2x2, hurrah, hurrah! The animals went in 2x2, the elephant and the kangaroo, and they all went into the ark. Okay, so this is 4x4. The gemstones went in 4x4, hurrah, hurrah! The gemstones went in 4x4, hurrah, hurrah! The gemstones went in 4x4, da 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 da.
He got stuck in the door.
Oh, Deb, you're amazing. The elephant, he got stuck in the door and they all went. Anyway, that was a rubbish song, saved by Deb and her quick thinking.
No.
Anyway, these are all 4mm gemstones. These are all rounds. These are all absolutely beautiful, but they all look so different. You're going to be getting 4mm rounds of faceted rose quartz. Are they faceted? No, they're not actually. They're plain. Plain rose quartz. Faceted aventurine, plain Dalmatian jasper and plain red jasper as well. These are absolutely gorgeous. Use them with your bead loom. Yeah, can I use them with my bead loom? Yes. Can I use them to make beadie beads? Yes. Can I use them to make stretchy bracelets? Yes. Can I use them to make pendants? Yes. Can I use them to make a Kumihimo micro macrame piece? Yeah. Use them for anything you like. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're really, really stunning, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. 4 stunning strands. Here's your price. I knew it was going to be $9.95. I knew. How did I know it was going to be $9.95? I was looking at it and I was thinking, Hey, I was hoping it was going to be $9. Don't get on the defensive. I was looking at it thinking, I hope it's $9.95. Now it's about this time of the shift that Dion and I fall out. Tell you what. You don't know me. $9.95. Well done. Fantastic, well done. Anne from Derbyshire's clearly got something planned for these because she's coming to get 3 lots of these. Well done to you, my love. Isn't that stunning? 4 strands for under £10. That's amazing. Woo, 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 woo. Which one, lovey? Oh, Ooh, oh, what's this? What are they? Oh, they're nice. Oh, yeah. Now, here we go. Trying to work out, there's black agate. Wow, that's like licorice. It's almost like a... Do they look black to you? Maybe it's just me. They look black to you?
They look black here, from over here. Or a really, really dark blue.
Yeah, that's what I thought. These are black. Yeah, I think they are. Yes. Black agate plain rounds. These are 12mm in diameter. Can you see how the drill hole isn't directly through the middle? It's ever so slightly towards the top of the gemstone. There is definitely a theme running through this bundle because you're also going to be getting the same kind of quality in this strand here. These are burnt orange agate rounds. Again, plain. Again, the drill hole ever so slightly towards the top of the gemstone. We've only recently started to bring you these top drilled rounds. I think they're really, really interesting. I love the drill holes in these. I think that the fact you can get rounds that dangle, it's really unusual, isn't it?
They make fantastic stretchy bracelets as well, on the most basic level.
Oh, I bet
because
they
they all cluster together.
Yeah.
They're just amazing.
And that's just because the drill hole is slightly off centre.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting. We've then got red tiger's eye. Now these are really, really, really top drills. Check these out. Genuine gemstone here with all of that wonderful quality chatoyancy going through this gemstone, which it looks like highly polished wood. It's actually a genuine gemstone quality. Just trying to kind of show you one. I mean, all of them have got chatoyancy, but it's just easier to show you just a couple of these. Look at that. Can you see that? It's amazing, isn't it? I can't even imagine how difficult it is to kind of bring you a gemstone that's top drilled, especially when it's round. That must be incredibly difficult. 3 strands here, all of them. Well, the red tiger's eye in particular is top drilled. The other 2 strands, the black agate and the burnt orange agate, are kind of slightly off centre drilled rather than top drilled. All 3 strands today, they look awesome together, don't they? They look really, really sumptuous. All 3 strands together today. Here's your price. Yeah! Oh, $7.95! Hey, that's a good. Yeah! Yeah! Deal's out. You weren't expecting that price, were you? Doesn't sound like that at all. $9.95. I thought, yeah, it's going to be $9.95, maybe $8.95. She's trying to catch me out. $7.95. In actual fact, what Dion's probably done with this bundle now is we're actually losing an awful lot of money. But just to prove a point that you don't know me, you don't know my prices, she's taken it up to $7.95. So yeah, if you want to take advantage of a deal that we're actually losing an awful lot of money on, but Dion did it just to prove a point, just get it, enjoy it. Well done. Well done. $7.95 for a gorgeous, gorgeous bundle there. Well done. Absolutely beautiful. Well done. Your burnt orange agate, your jet black agate, and your beautiful red tigers. Look at that one. Look at the chatoyancy on that one there. Look at that. Is it you that I make feel sick when I whistle?
No. It was.
Who was it?
I was on with you, Janet.
Who? Janet. I just whistled then. I thought, oh no, I've made Deb feel ill. When I whistle, apparently Janet, guest signer Janet feels sick. I think it's only when I whistle. I make a lot of people feel sick. It's just me. $7.95. Well done, everyone. Absolutely tremendous. It's not a word. It is now. Well done, absolutely gorgeous. Loads of you coming through to get this, well done. And quite seriously, $7.95 I think was not a pre-planned price point. I think Dion's just done it just to prove that I don't know what her prices are. We're losing money, but hey, enjoy. You just don't know me. You don't know what I'm going to do. What's she going to do next? What's she going to do next? The next bundle's going to be free. What's she going to do? I don't know. And everything's for free! What are we doing today? What are we doing next? 19. Did I say what are we doing today? Honestly, I've lost it. I've had too much sleep. I went to bed at 7 o'clock last night. Such a saddo, I really am. Yeah, do you know what Ollie's right? He said, can you imagine your 20-year-old self looking at what you did last night and just going to bed at 7 o'clock? I actually didn't fall to sleep until about 25 past. I looked over at my husband at 7:15. He was just properly out of it. It was too much sun. That's what it was. Ollie, I can't really use that. I can't really use that line anymore. Ollie said, having a new baby.
Yeah.
Having a new baby, you know, it does it to you. She's 11 months old. She was 11 months old yesterday, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Little hat pants. Oh, she's naughty. Right, here we go. So, leatherette surprise. Why is it surprise, Dion? Because what?
Oh, because it's yellow.
You what?
Because it's yellow.
No, Deb. There is surprise for another reason. Here we go. So you're getting your leatherette cord in orange, a metre of that, a metre of the orange leatherette cord, a metre of the whoosh, pink leatherette cord.
It's the pink then.
No. This is a surprise. The plaited leatherette cord. I absolutely love this. The pearlescent leatherette cord. This is absolutely delicious. I love this. I've seen this used in so many Wall of Fame entries. It looks absolutely awesome. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then leatherette green cord. This is again rope, kind of braided. We've done all that braiding for you. You don't have to do it all yourself. We've done it all for you. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you're going to be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meters of your leatherette cord here. Absolutely gorgeous. 2 lots of your braided cord, 3 lots of your leatherette cord in orange, yellow, and pink. And this is your price. $7.95. Isn't that great? Do you know what? I'd use all those colours together, actually, wouldn't you?
They'd look brilliant with that, with the rainbow wax cord, because it's similar sort of colours.
Yeah, it would do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd work with
the rainbow satin cord.
Was it? Yes.
Yeah. Whoa! What are you doing? $6.95. $6.95. There we go. With the rainbow satin cord that Mark did something incredible with the other day. We'll leave that well to bed. Then it would look incredible with this, wouldn't it?
It would. Yeah.
He doesn't know we're talking about him, does
he?
he? Bless him.
We won't tell him
getting
either.
Getting his signage from the buffet. There he is. Lunchtime. I love him. Love him. So absolutely fantastic. So there are all your leatherette cords there. I love these braided ones. Do you know what? The braided ones, you don't have to tell anyone that you didn't braid them yourself.
No.
People will think you're really clever, won't they?
Yeah.
Was it you who said that you can actually unravel these and they look really awesome and kind of wavy?
Yes. I did a tassel with one.
Awesome.
Unravelled it and yeah, they're sort of kinky.
How awesome
kinky
is that?
tassel.
Yeah, gorgeous. Steady. $6.95 there for your 5 meters of leatherette cord. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Well done. Yes, love. Which one? Number 8. Yeah. Who is presenting next door? I can hear them.
They're loud, aren't they?
Yeah. Louder than me.
I was just thinking louder than me.
I'm like a foghorn. Who is it? Is it Vicky Norris? She's not particularly loud. Anyway, right, here we go. So, green onyx, everyone. This is like an emerald green gemstone. We've got another channel that transmits to the US, just the other side of this wall, called Rox TV. Maybe that's why they're shouting, so people in America can hear them. Not that people in America are deaf, but just because America is that far away. No? No?
It's a good theory.
We can't afford microphones here, so we have to shout. Hello! Can you hear me? I bet you there's someone out there thinking, maybe that is why they shout. So green onyx graduated plain wheels. It looks like emerald, doesn't it? It looks like Santa Teresina emerald. It's absolutely delicious, isn't it? Really, really, really beautiful graduated plain wheels of green onyx. Then graduated plain wheels of black onyx. Jet black onyx, ding ding giddy. Jet black onyx, ding ding giddy. Jet black onyx, ding ding giddy. Jet black onyx. It's beautiful, isn't it? The fact that you're getting graduated wheels as well is fantastic because, of course, you've got gemstones in here. Fantastic for earrings. Fantastic for your pendants as well. Don't feel restricted as to setting these this way round. You can turn them on their end and set them like buttons. They look absolutely gorgeous as buttons. Really, really beautiful. You can weave with these. You can do so much with these. Even if you just wanted to get 2 or 3 of these gemstones, I don't know, 2 of the green onyx, maybe 1 of the black onyx, and maybe make them into just really, really simple earrings, or just bunch them together and use them as big kind of spacer beads. There's loads of ways in which you can use these. Because, of course, you're getting a much thinner gemstone and it's set profile-wise, you can get much more in a strand, which means you're going to be getting dozens and dozens of these on a strand. So, loads and loads and loads of onyx across these 2 strands. It is a double trouble deal, a double duo deal, which often means you are going to be making a fantastic saving, which often means we have loads of people coming through on the web and the phones. You're getting these lovely silver coloured spacer beads in between the black ones as well. So lovely silver coloured spacer beads. And this is your price point today for both strands, £8.95. Think we're going to stay there? No, we're going lower. We're going lower. For both strands, add it to your order price. What a treat. £6.95. Well done, absolutely fantastic, well done. These are real stash essentials. You know, maybe more so with the with the black onyx, it's going to be a stash essential because, of course, you've got your beautiful neutral tones here. This will go with absolutely anything. It really, really will do. If you want to, if you're looking at this kind of price point, you're thinking £6.95 for both those strands. That's a great deal. I've got an idea of how to use the green onyx, but not so much for the black onyx at the moment. Don't worry, get them home. Use the black onyx whenever you want. Use the green onyx whenever you want. You don't have to use the gems together. The only reason why we put strands like this together is to create a saving which we can pass on to you. So you don't have to use these gems together. You can use them in a year's time, use them in 6 months' time. When you've got a genuinely fantastic deal in front of you, it's worth your while just getting it home. And even if you save it for a rainy day and you don't use it for the next 3 months, it doesn't matter. They're not going to go off. Gemstones don't go off, they don't have a sell by date or a use by date. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee to get them home, have a look at them and think, do you know what, £6.95 for 2 strands of genuine gemstones. I'd just make some bracelets out of those, wouldn't you? Like that.
Ooh,
like that. You know, when you put it like that, and you know, it's £6.95 for 2 strands of genuine gemstones. And you're not just getting 3 or 4 on a strand. Look how many you're getting. Tons. Really love that, don't you? Just alternate them and just restrand them. You don't need to do anything fancy with these. You don't have to make anything really kind of outlandish. Do whatever you feel comfortable doing. If you want to multi-buy, a lot of you are multi-buying today. Jennifer is, and so is Mandy, and so is Mark, and so is Susan, so is Jacqueline, so is Beverly. Loads of you. Diane's multi-buying as well. Tons of you coming through on the web and the phones now. Absolutely wonderful. Honestly, when we're talking about genuine gemstones and you're able to get 2 strands of genuine gemstones for under £7, that really is, wow. Is it an unbeatable deal? Yeah. Well done, everyone. Absolutely sensational deal there. Thanks, Dion. Woohoo! I love that. Well done. Right, where are we going? Now, we bought you a strand of sapphire today, which I have to say, I think is probably one of the leading locations in the world for sapphire. Sapphire, for some reason, we often talk about the location of sapphire and how important it is. So the most famous sapphire in the world is probably Ceylon sapphire, then possibly Kashmir sapphire. But if you're looking for clarity and vibrant colour, there really is only one location. Songea Sapphire, which comes from just down the road from a place called Tunduru, which is where Tunduru colour change sapphire comes from in Tanzania. It is a very, very rare variety of sapphire, mined in artisanal mines, very small mining operations, none of this, no big mining operations in the area. This is a very, very very rare variety of sapphire. And what you should be looking for when you're looking for a top quality Songea sapphire is clarity and impeccable vibrant colour as well. Those two things don't normally go hand in hand with sapphire. Quite often it can be a gem of compromise, you know, what it lacks in clarity it makes up for in colour. What you're getting here, as you can see, I mean, can you see those gorgeous colours there? Can you see just how vibrant this is and how much clarity and how much inner brilliance there is? You wouldn't normally expect to get all of this in sapphire, and you certainly wouldn't expect to get genuine Songea sapphire for under £25, which is exactly what you're getting today. £24.95. My price point for this would be £64.95 or £59.95. It certainly wouldn't be £24.95. It really is such a low price point, far lower than where I think it should be, over, you know, halfway. Half the price of where I think it should be, but it's not about what I think, it's about the price we can do. One of the only times I've ever bought you Songea Sapphire. Songea Sapphire, Songea Ruby is absolutely up there with the finest in the world, and you've got it here, you really do, for under £25 today. Astonishing quality. You can see that clarity, can't you? We haven't picked the best one, we just picked a strand of Songea Sapphire to show you today. Mine looks anything like this, you know, when I get it home. I'm going to be a happy girl. Well done. Gorgeous. Right, should we head over to Deb? Let's see what you made, Deb. Have we got any? I don't think we've got any of this bundle left, have we? It has sold out. It's gorgeous Amazonite bundle that we bought you earlier on. Have you enjoyed your challenge?
Oh, I've loved it.
Good.
Yes.
Hello. Didn't realise you were looking at me then. I'm going to scratch my neck. Right, so.
Could have been worse.
Could have been, yeah, could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. This is gorgeous jewellery, Deb.
It is, isn't it? It's
yeah.
lovely. Those gemstones, I just love them.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Details that we're going to bring you in a couple of seconds. They've just gone. Oh, this is sold out. I do beg your pardon. Sorry, Dion, it's sold out. So with the beautiful Amazonite, this is what Deb has created with some stunning copper wire. These carved flowers have been a joy, haven't they? They're stunning.
They're amazing.
Aren't they gorgeous? Love what you've done there. Oh, love what you've done with the ribbon ends as well.
Yep.
Lovely. That's a nice bracelet there with just the single bead in there as well.
Dead simple. 2 cords, 2 colours, and simple square knot.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I love that with the S-long because it's so fine.
Isn't that stunning? Details on your screen actually for the knotting tool, which we didn't have time to bring you today. But if you are going to be making pieces with your S-long thread, which Deb has used quite heavily on today's show, you want to knot in between any of your gemstones, these Amazonites would be perfect for it. Then this is your knotting tool, really, really simple, easy tool to use. So do add it to your order for just £8.95. Sorry, we haven't had more time with this tool today. It's absolutely fantastic. When are you next with us, Deb?
I'm on the Late Show. I think it's on Wednesday with Ali.
Perfect. So Deb will see you on Wednesday on the Late Show. I will see you Wednesday on the Day Show. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's been brilliant having you with us today, Deb. Thank you.
Good fun.
Do not go anywhere. We've got a very special guest with us on the Designer Inspiration Show. We've got the lovely Frankie. And we have, is it Becky with us as well? Yay! Becky's with us as well. Fantastic. See you in a bit, guys, and take care. Thanks a lot for tuning in today. See you in a bit. Bye.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form